To have a button where
well, Andy from Arson River is Black Days Down original guitar player.
Oh.
Yep. So one of my besties. Yep. And when it comes to fucking music that I easily play with,
Sure.
it'd be Black Days Down stuff. So which is Andy. Andy was the main writing guy on that.
That's fucking cool.
Just like Black Days Down, which was fucking long time ago.
Okay.
Almost had a reunion show happening, but
Well, we don't have to dive too far into it if it's
Nope.
not official yet. But.
yeah, it's not. But it's nothing I can't talk about. Eon, though, we can talk about Eon all we want.
Is
not
it
gonna be much
Eon?
to talk about. Eon.
It's not Aeon?
Nope, Eon.
I can never remember.
Nope.
I even have it spelled two different ways in your description, and I wanted to ask you, so is it E-A-O-N?
Yes. Yes.
So, one of them's right.
Yep. One of them's right. Eon.
I wanted to ask you, how many times have you gone to the state fair this year?
Twice already.
Twice? That's
Yeah,
it?
Going Saturday, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are rookie numbers.
I know they are, actually. This is the least I've gone in fucking years, dude. I don't know. I just, it's lost a little bit of its luster for me.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like people as much, man. I don't like people, and I don't like the hot, and
The weather's been really weird this year.
yeah. Well, I went Friday and Saturday last week, and within 3 hours of the first day, I was like, I want to fucking go home.
Really?
Yeah, and then the second day I went, and I was only like 2 days, and I was like, we can go home.
Interesting.
I'm going Saturday for a long time though.
Okay.
With Peter Carey.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Pete Rage.
I might go. Or no, I
I
think
think
Kate
we're
and
gonna
I
have
are,
a pretty good group going on Saturday, actually. Like
I think Kate and I are definitely going, but I think we're going to go Sunday.
Sunday. I haven't even looked at the weather for this weekend either.
I think we're going Sunday.
Did you see that fucking puddle jumping the other day?
No.
Oh, dude, it was flooded, like the whole fucking fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah. I'd seen some of those videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen like the dudes from one of the stands all do a synchronized belly flop in like 2.5 feet of water.
Think how much
like,
horse shit is laying around that street before the water?
I know, and everybody's running around playing in it. Like, dude, you know. So every day seems to have had a weird thing go down, right? So Thursday when I was there with Kate, it rained for like 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And it wasn't
It
supposed
rained
to.
a little bit Friday.
Friday they had a power outage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the power went down for like, I don't know. I've heard different reports now. I've heard it was as little as 45 minutes, and I've heard as much as 4.5 hours.
Like the whole place, or like half of it, or
chunk,
big chunk?
That's what I would describe.
Yeah.
Because it's like the way the power grid is in that place.
Yeah.
Some people had some power, but didn't have full.
Yeah.
So it's like you could have two outlets at the same
Did they
booth,
keep
and
the
they're
beer
on
cold?
different, right? Shit like that, right?
Which is funny because I don't even drink when I go to the state fair.
And then Saturday and Sunday were hot as fuck.
Yep.
Humid as
Dude,
fuck.
Saturday was
Monday
so
was
hot.
even worse.
Yep. And then Tuesday was Tuesday. That was the
Tuesday it rained again, right? That was the crazy monsoon.
Yesterday was probably the only normal day.
And then Wednesday it opened late because of the damage done from
'Cause of that.
Tuesday,
And
right?
then-
So that's what I'm saying. So every
And
day
then
there's
today
been
there was that
something.
one line. Did you see where that line went from? It went all the way from Nisswa all the way down to Kansas.
For what?
The fucking little bullshit storm we just got.
Oh, the
Like
one
an
that
hour
just hit
ago?
us. I was playing drums when that was happening. So
Yeah,
I had
It
zero
didn't hit me at
awareness.
all. I mean, it went over me, but it was red line, literally from Nisswa all the way down to Kansas City.
That's so weird.
Yeah, wow, and it's only that. It's just,
That's so weird, dude.
that was it.
So you what do you do when you go to the state fair, dude?
I just walk around, man. I
Okay.
just walk around. I sit.
Really?
People watch, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't like people as much, so I'm like,
dude. Kate and I sort of have an agenda
I
now.
fucking hate people.
Do you ever go hang out in the bazaar and buy shit, like actual cool shit in there?
Nope.
Kate and
I used
do.
to do all that shit. I used to love every bit of that. Everything you're talking about, I'm like, yep. Now I'm like, nah.
Bro, you know what I really want to do?
My lust for life is hanging on my thread.
You know what I really want to do, man? I want to figure out who I got to talk to, how much it will cost, and I want to open up the bazaar for outdoor concerts.
For a party?
Yeah, dude.
That'd be fun.
Like what is the room fee for that? Like how much do I got to pay to get access to that room? You know, because the bar is built in on both sides.
Well, it's got to be salsa first off.
Salsa. Salsa. No, dude, you could do a badass metal show
fun.
out there, dude. A nice rock show, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what do we got to do to open up parts of this park?
Probably not call them this week. They're a little busy this week.
You know what I mean, though? Because that'd be fucking cool shit, dude. Because, again, I was riding the scoot.
It's gated there, too. So
I was out on the scoot, and I was riding it through fucking Falcon Heights, St. Paul. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take a buzz through the
dude, I drive through there every now and then during the off season.
The last 3 times I've taken the scoot through there in the middle of the summer, Giggles is open.
Which one's Giggles?
It's like if you literally are looking at the entrance like you're about to leave, the main entrance, and then you just take a hard left on that main road and go all the way down as far as you can go.
Oh, so like the newer place?
It's like the fucking log cabin place that serves the dill pickle beer and
really?
the fucking duck bacon wontons. Huh. That place is open all the time. And I don't know if it's always a private event or if they're just open.
Oh, I don't know.
One of these times I'm going there.
Fuck yeah.
Every time I drive by there, dude, I'm like, God, they're open, dude. Should I just stop by? But it looks almost like it's like a private event, like a company party or something.
Well, it doesn't say anything. Might not. Although, how many people just drive through the fucking...
Right.
I do, but I'd love to stay fair, so...
Apparently not so much anymore, bud.
Nope, not as much.
So, nothing happened, though?
No. I want to go, and then by the time it goes to leave, I'm like, I don't need to leave yet. And then I don't leave yet, and then I get there, and I'm like, And then I go,
So...
That's me the whole time I'm there. I'm like,
I know a bunch of people who are like...
I like my air conditioning too fucking much.
The last 2 years, we've had like gun incidents.
Yeah. Well, the day on Saturday we're gonna go, and there was a fucking protest for some Palestine shit.
Ugh.
Whatever. Shut the front gate down. Where I'm the one time I'm gonna walk in the front gate.
I would have walked through that fucking protest
too, but I don't get whatever. They shut the gate down. They shut it down.
And then I would have worn a blue and white shirt with a star.
I don't even know which one's which, bro, and I do not care. Does that make me what is that? Does that make me a racist or a bigot?
An anti-Semite.
Oh, that's a thing?
That's a thing?
Yeah, dude,
the Jews are the chosen people, man. The Jews are the chosen people. You must always side with us now.
No.
Well, then you'll be judged and condemned by our Lord
That's right. That's what I'm hoping
and Savior.
For.
You don't want to be condemned, bro. It's a dark life.
I don't give a fuck. The big sleep.
You don't believe in any of that shit?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
I mean,
I'm gonna be deflecting the whole fucking podcast.
It's not a great conversation. I'm trying to literally get you to talk about anything, and you're fucking killing me, dude. You're fucking killing me, dude.
I just don't like fucking people. I don't like people who don't know my opinions anymore. I don't know any of this shit. I'm like, God, he's gonna have a tough time tonight.
Grow some testicles, Kyle.
I do. They're just in my pocket. Nobody else's. Just
hey,
sorry
Steve,
about this, though.
Steve, can you do me a favor? Can you take a look down here? Yeah, over here, right under this light. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Now, right. Do you see his balls? Does he still have them, or are they gone?
Yeah, they're hidden under my big cock.
All 4 inches
around. Think about that.
God, I don't even know if I've ever measured the circumference of my wiener.
Please don't.
Should I do it?
Yeah, you should right now.
On camera?
Yeah.
Joey Diaz, this motherfucker. We're not raising enough money
Can we
to keep
zoom
our
here?
fucking... We're not... I mean, technically we can. Do you remember when Joey Diaz showed his balls on that fucking...
No.
So when the pandemic
but
first
Joey
happened...
Diaz is the shit. I fucking love Joey Diaz.
When the pandemic first happened and they were doing like live stream benefits for stuff... Whitney Cummings, Joe Rogan, a bunch of people organized one for the employees of the Comedy Store. And they were doing a live stream, and fucking Joey Diaz is like, if you cocksuckers donate 10 grand, I'll show my balls. He goes, I'll show my balls on this stream. And he did. And then apparently the people from YouTube. Apparently the people from YouTube were watching. Get this off screen. We're going to get flagged. Well, technically, this is educational.
Yeah.
No, we're
Are we live?
Flagged. I'm pretty sure we're going.
Whatever.
We're going, right? We're fucking. We're going.
Well.
Yeah, and
that's a good way to start out. That's a different start to a podcast that Kyle's on.
Apparently, the
really.
people from YouTube were watching in real time.
You're not that cool, bro.
And they were like, dude.
Well, maybe.
Joey cannot show his balls. Nobody can show any balls. If you do it again, we have to take the stream down.
So he did it, but probably instantly?
No, he had already done it, is what I'm saying. Oh. So, like, the point is like they were raising enough money, and it was a big enough thing where they gave him a warning.
Yeah, a warning.
But at my level, dude, I'm canceled immediately. Hard left.
Peace.
Yeah, it's interesting, dude.
Yeah.
YouTube's going like harder than they ever have on everything. Like as far as copyright infringement,
I've heard that.
Everything, dude. It's getting tough.
It's a tough world out there.
Man, you're really fucking smoking the shit out of that.
Yeah,
cigar,
I know
dude.
I do. I fucking love those things. Well, I used to be a cigarette smoker, and now I don't really smoke cigarettes. Like, I will every now and then, but I don't inhale them either, which, God, I've made that mistake a couple times on accident. A little too much whiskey, and I'm... fucking sucks.
Yeah, I had Jeremy and JP on the podcast last week, and fucking... Jeremy, multiple times, he was like, oh, fuck. I'd look over at him, and he's like...
No, we've gotten pretty good at that.
It's pretty easy to do if you're not.
It is, but I've I started a couple. I'm probably 6 months into like buying cigars instead of just like having one if it's around, or like, you know, you go on that bachelor party and you're like, oh, we gotta get some cigars. You know, besides that, I'm about 6 months into buying. You know, these, and I found these acids, and these are the ones I like the most.
Do you know what you like yet?
Yeah, these acids. These are
no. That's not what I mean.
What?
Like, what is that?
I don't fucking know.
Let me see it.
Yeah, I did.
Let me look.
I kind of paid attention. Found this. I'm the guy who I want to find one thing. I don't like putting time into finding what I like. So the first thing I find that I like, I stick to it, and I do not diverge from it. Yeah, that's why I like Jack Daniels. I literally found
not
Jack
a great
Daniels.
way to do cigars, though.
That's fine. I don't care. I love them. So.
Yeah, but you might find something that you love 10 times more, but
not worth the effort.
Holy fuck! You paid $6.49 for this tiny little thing. That is a fucking.
Don't judge me.
I would never. There's no way, dude. I paid $6.99 for this.
I like this. I've tried
$7.99 for this.
20 different. I tried 20 different cigars in that time.
I don't fucking remember what I paid.
This is the one I always keep going back to every time. So
if you want to smoke a really good cigar, and you're like walking into a shop, and you're not 100% certain, right? Because maybe you're new, maybe you're fucking inexperienced, maybe you're still experimenting.
I'm always experimenting.
If you get to, and this is a national thing. This is national, so this isn't just Minneapolis. This is true if you go to Texas. This is true if you're in L.A., Florida. Maybe not L.A. Maybe L.A. you got to add a couple. Maybe you got to add a couple bucks in L.A. But I'm actually pretty sure it's not, because most of these places run by MSRP.
Mm-hmm.
If you get into the $12 range, you're pretty much guaranteed a decent quality cigar.
Yeah.
At $10, you'll get a lot of gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
At $11, there's zero difference. It's all arbitrary.
Yeah.
But once you hit like $11.99, $12.50, I'm 100%. I've smoked enough cigars now where I can confidently say this.
You've been smoking cigars for a long time, right?
Yeah.
You've been pretty good.
And this is my second run. So I smoked cigars a lot in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
And then I set them down for a while and picked them back up. But
yeah, this is my first real run. I like it. I'm loving it. And I'm
part of the joy
so.
is the experimenting.
Yeah, I it's not for me. I like mine's the habit. I like having something.
Trust me, dude. Trust me.
I've tried that several times. It didn't go well, Jared.
I understand your personality. I actually know a lot of people like you.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm not going to tell you to change.
No.
But what I'm going to say is strongly listen to me.
I usually get a new one every time, but I got like 5 or 6 every time I go, and then I buy a new one.
So this is what you do. This is the game plan. What you do, because you wanna do it right, and only you can figure out what right is. But the path to figuring that,
some good life life.
But the path to figuring that out though is when you go to the cigar shop, you buy one of these, and then you buy a new one.
That's usually,
and then you buy one of these, and then buy a new one.
Yeah.
And You can keep flirting with $6 and $8 cigars, and you're gonna find a lot of elite level cigars in that price range because some guys make cigars for blue collar people. Yeah. Marco V's one of those companies. That's why I hooked up with them. But as soon as you get past $8, 8 to 12 is kind of a gray area. Like sometimes you're paying for a name. Yeah. Sometimes you're paying for quality control and you don't really know it. And then you get into that $12 to $15 range. Now you're getting some really, really good cigars. Yeah. Anything above $15, you're paying for marketing and you're paying for quality control. Yeah. So when you buy that $20 Cohiba in your local tobacco shop, you're almost 100% guaranteed a perfectly burning cigar. Because the amount of cigars they throw away that don't meet the standards drives the price of the cigars up. Yeah. It's a lot of wasted money. And then they spend a lot of money on marketing and advertising. That's why it's Cohiba. Yeah. You know, that's why, you know, the big Cohiba, you know, like there's freight. It's a cliche. That's about that company. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you're paying for that. That costs money. So I'm telling you, I can pick you out a $10 to a $12 cigar that's as good or better than a Cohiba. Yep. But there's like a 12% chance that one I picked out is going to smoke like shit. Yeah. It's either going to be way too easy to take puffs and there's zero resistance and you feel like you're just sucking on air. Or it's way too tough and you can't fucking...
That's a problem.
You know, you're like... That. Yeah. Your fucking cheeks get tired because you're fucking sucking so hard.
You gotta try. You gotta put more work in, bro. You gotta strengthen those lips up.
Don't fucking ever tell me what to do.
I'm telling you to be better with your mouth.
But that's the advice I would give to everybody. And then do not fall into the illusion that a darker cigar is a stronger cigar.
I don't care about the stronger. I like. Well, as you can tell, blondes and lighter.
But sometimes those cigars are a stronger flavor than a darker cigar. Yeah, like a really well-done dark cigar is super smooth and easy.
I'm probably 20 in of different ones I've tried.
Yeah, you're very baby.
Very baby.
And that's, dude, this is what I'm saying. This is the funnest part.
Yeah,
is what
I'm
you're
not
doing
enjoying it that much.
I know, and neither did I. Neither did I. But this is the point I'm trying to make. I did not enjoy it either time until... you look at it retrospectively and you're like, God, it was so fun to like walk in and just be overwhelmed and like do the experiment and take a risk and, you know, like spend a little bit of money way out of your budget. You know, spend a little bit of money way out of your, I'm going to buy an $18 cigar and use this to celebrate, you know, and you store it in your humidor for 6 months and then you fucking keep it perfect. Dude, that was fun, but it wasn't fun when you were hemming and hawing over it, you know, as a new cigar smoker. But when now it's kind of boring because I kind of have tried damn near everything.
Well, and
I very much know, like, I don't want to say I know everything. That would be arrogant. But there's very little like I was talking to Marco V, who owns Marco V Cigars, and I was talking to Marco, and he goes, and I was like, I want you to test my knowledge and tell me where I'm at. Am I still and he goes, you're in the top 3% of cigar knowledge. So there's not much for me to learn other than time. It's going to take 20 years, you know, of like, that's the last 3% of knowledge I need to gather is like buying a box of cigars and smoking one a year for 20 years. Yeah. There's no rushing this at this point. Unless you have an insane amount of money and you can 40. Go to Davidoff over in England and you can be like, I want a 10-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 20-year-old.
Careful.
And you can do taste tests like that, dude. That does sound bad, doesn't it?
Sounds terrible. You get more in trouble for that than showing your balls. Yeah.
We'll stew in it for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Just Jack Daniels. No, not Jack. This Maker's Mark's feeling good.
But you got to have some fucking money for that shit because, you know, some of these cigars, dude, like I follow Davidoff on YouTube, dude, and they are so interesting of a company. Like, dude, honestly, man, I fucking hate the British. I'm sorry, you guys. I fucking hate your whole ass vibe. Everything about you sucks. I'm sorry, man, but like, fuck you guys, dude. Like, the British, like, you arrogant motherfuckers. My favorite is when I'm playing with them online. I'm playing video games and shit, And they're like, oh, you arrogant Americans, you don't even think about what's going on over here. And I'm like, yeah, because you don't fucking matter to us, bro.
I know.
And it sounds super arrogant, but it's literally not. I'm like, I'm way more concerned about what's happening in fucking Kentucky, which has no impact on my life.
No.
But I'm still way more concerned about what's happening in Kentucky
At least I know
than
4
I give
people
a
in
fuck
Kentucky.
about what's happening in France or British or German. Fuck you guys. Nothing matters. You don't affect us. Like, the average American literally does not think about anything other than maybe their country. But usually it's just about their state. Like, what's going on in Minnesota, man? Like, man, I've been living here for
Midwest,
a long time,
maybe,
you know? Or if you're from Texas, like the only thing that matters is what's happening in Texas. The rest of the world can go, the entire world can go fuck themselves if you're from Texas. Like, I don't know if you migrate there if you feel the same way. But like I know a lot of people from Texas. And nothing outside of Texas is relevant.
Texas
to
is
people
bigger
in
than
Texas.
Texas is bigger than most of the countries
It's
in
my
the
favorite
planet.
It's my favorite state.
I like Texas. I like Florida a lot.
The only reason
I love Florida.
Texas concerns me is like if you move down there and you set up shop and if you fall flat on your face, like they do not have the social safety net that like a Minnesota does. You know, there's like the workforce thing where you can go down and get training and like legitimately get a new. I know a lot of people who use it. Minnesota's super dope in that regard. They literally invest in making you self-reliant. So like it's the Minnesota Work Center. You go down there, they'll fucking get
Is
you
that
into
the thing right across from? No, that's the.
There's a bunch of them, but they'll get you into school. Like they'll help you out with a bunch of shit to get you on your feet so you don't just sit there and rely on the government. It's actually fucking super legit, and it works. Good. And I know a lot of I know people I work with in machining that like that. Yeah, I got fucking laid off. I didn't know what I was going to do. Unemployment made me go to this thing in order to keep collecting unemployment, and then all of a sudden I'm in school, and now I make fucking $35 an hour.
Yeah, I've never been.
It's cool.
There's never been something I've even thought about really.
Well, you've never needed to.
I've never needed to. I got lucky.
It is fucking cool, and it does fucking work. It really does fucking work.
Yeah.
But it costs money, and it's something that Texas isn't going to. The other thing is tolls. Texas has tolls. Tolls bother me.
I fucking hate tolls.
I don't like privatized roads.
But,
I don't like them. I don't like privatized roads.
It makes sense. I get it, but I fucking
it kind of doesn't make sense though.
I mean, why doesn't it? They tax everything else
because
taxes everything.
It's a usage tax, right?
I get it.
And the usage tax bothers me because if you're trying to come up from nothing, that toll way more negatively impacts you than some fucking even a normal dude who's got a decent job. You just build your tolls into your budget. But if you're trying to come up from literally nothing and not do all the bullshit,
side roads, baby.
But that's not cool. That's not efficient. It's not good for like. There's just I feel like it's just short sighted. Privatized roads to me just feels like a very
don't we already
short,
pay for those?
Well, that's the point. Is they don't. No,
I know. That's what I'm
not
saying.
the same way we do.
I know,
right? But that's what bothers me. Is like I just feel like privatized roads are. It's just short sighted, man. You know. But like you, I also get it. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell them they're dumb. It just bothers me because like, dude, I was on vacation down there, and I wasn't on a tight budget, but I wasn't balling out of control. And in the middle of the night, I kind of got forced onto the freeway where I didn't want to be on, and I got forced through these like digital toll checkpoints.
Oh, I got one from Kentucky. I was like,
dude,
okay.
and when I returned my fucking rental car, dude, I got hit with like $43 in these tolls that I never. I knew tolls existed.
It's always like $35 to $45.
Yeah, and I put avoid tolls in my fucking thing, and sometimes construction, you don't have a choice. But they don't waive those fees.
Nope,
like, dude, it pissed me off, dude. That just bothered me. But I want to stop complaining so much. I did a bunch of mushrooms.
I complain way more now.
Dude, I did a bunch of mushrooms recently. I went to Coheed up in St. Cloud.
Coheed,
Coheed and Primus at the amphitheater up there.
I saw Primus in April at Red Rocks.
Me, dude.
Dude, that was amazing.
Yeah, and I did it on mushrooms, right?
Fuck yeah.
And what I took out of that trip, because I talk about this all the time. Every time I do a trip, I come out with a phrase.
Yeah.
Like a new mantra.
Yeah.
Sometimes temporary, sometimes permanent. The one I took out of this one is, I complain too much and I don't do enough. That's what I came back with, dude, doing that trip.
Good for that.
It was like, yeah, dude, because I was just listening to myself complain. And I was like, dude, I don't do enough to complain.
Yeah,
this
it's like,
much.
where did this? You got to earn this.
It did kind of feel that way, you know? And so that's why it was back to back. It was, I complain too much and I don't do enough.
Yeah.
It's the combination of those two things.
Yep. That's why I just stopped complaining. Well, no, I complain all the time, but
You complain all the time.
yeah, I do. But I also just,
I complain out of frustration. At least it's not. Well, it is kind of condescending, actually. Now that I think about it, because I do. It's frustration
What?
because I think people are stupid.
Dude, yeah.
Which the majority of people are stupid. You know what I
The
mean?
general public, especially, like just the general. Like, what is it? There's some guy. It might even be
I'm
Bill,
stupid
Bill
as
Burr.
fuck
Is
sometimes.
it Bill Burr?
There's sometimes
someone
I'm dumb as fuck,
who's
so
like,
I'm not pointing.
I
the
like
finger at
people. I
everybody
hate
else.
the general public. You get anybody in a group, it's like, no, fuck those people. But them individually, probably awesome. Yeah, probably awesome. But as soon as it's a grouping, no way.
I think you can say that analogy about any group.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying people in general. People in
Right.
general. Like
Any type of person,
type
any
of person,
subgroup of people, like same thing.
Yep. Individual though, yeah.
Yeah, like an
Usually,
individual
I love
person
meeting
who likes
individual
ICP.
people.
Cool.
Probably awesome,
But
actually.
a
Good
group of
stories, probably.
juggalos,
No.
fuck all the way off.
Yeah. Yeah, can't agree with that. We have several friends who are fucking big juggalos.
Do we?
Yeah, I want to fucking toss them on
Dude,
the
do
bus.
it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it,
No,
do it, do it,
no, I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
Hey man, if you're a juggalo,
One was my bestie.
Did you know?
SD?
Did you know if you have an ICP tattoo, you can't join the Navy?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably smart. It's probably one of their best regulations.
The federal government labeled them a gang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So if you have an ICP tattoo,
Should we get some ICP tattoos?
You're prevented from joining the ranks of
religion
the
or an
federal
ICP
government.
tattoo. So I think things will keep you out.
I heard they're lowering the standards again.
I don't doubt that.
Steve, see if you can pull this up. I heard that 25% of American men can't join the military
For
due to
whatever
obesity.
reason. Oh,
I think
really?
it's due to obesity.
What is legally obese?
I think it's 25% of men, American men, aren't eligible to join the military.
Yeah, but I'm
because
saying
they're
like what kind of
unfit.
what like BMI or whatever is considered obese? 20, 30, 40%?
I mean, it's definitely true for Midwestern boys because some of y'all are beefy, man. Some of y'all, not you. You definitely are still military eligible.
I'm 39.
Dude, honestly, bro, if you got to draft me to go to war,
Yeah,
first
we're
of
in
all,
trouble.
we're winning.
Yeah.
We're winning. Because when you bring in our generation and older, now we're going to get shit done.
And I'm also tired and don't care.
But
I'll fucking do it,
but
whatever.
I definitely can't carry as much as I used to be
No.
able to because my right knee is going to give
Dude,
out.
my right knee and my right shoulder are fucked. Oh my god.
Dude,
I
but
can't
for
even
real.
sleep. And I sleep on my right side.
What is it? Roll down. Scroll down.
Which revises its rules.
Scroll down, Steve. The Air Force has loosened its restrictions on body fat for new recruits. One of the latest moves to grow the pool of potential
26 to
applicants.
36. Wow.
Okay, in the past, men and women's bodies need to be 20 to 28% fat, respectively.
That's what I was asking is what the
The
number was.
benchmark is now 26 for men and 36 for women.
I'm probably pushing
That's not what I
26.
was looking for.
I'm probably pushing 26%.
That's so funny, dude. That was my favorite part of the Trump assassination attempt. By the way, I want to start a band
Yeah.
called Failed Assassination Attempt.
Yeah.
Okay, so FAA. And
FAA.
I want to take the badge like the FAA, right?
Yeah.
And then have a black and white,
Yeah.
yep, two-dimensional silhouette of Trump silhouette going like this, dude. And then at the bottom it just says fight, fight, fight. Dude, I so badly want to start
I
a
love
band.
that.
Dude,
I'm in.
I don't know what the
I'm in.
music is going to sound like, but I'm like, I want it. This is how the Tyrant started.
I'm in.
This is how the Tyrant started. It was just like pure... I
Yeah.
want to do this, and I don't care, but it's going to be like this, and I'm going to
Yep.
do this, and then we just did it, dude.
I'm in.
So I'm doing it now, but I'm doing it in reverse, because we didn't have a band name at first. Now I got a band name, and I don't know what it's going to sound like, dude, but I kind of want to go just like upbeat, in your face, up-tempo, rock and roll,
Yep.
badass, kind of like what the Tyrants were doing, right? Just like get Dennis Asher.
You know we can never make it though. It's got to be a missed shot.
To get Dennis Asher, fuck. Dennis Asher would be a great frontman for it.
Yeah.
You know who Dennis Asher is?
I don't know if I do.
Yeah, you do. He's fucking Fool Fighters.
Yeah, I've never seen him actually. Dude, I'm the dude who like goes to those things and doesn't. I don't ever watch the music.
Is it Uncle Chunk?
Oh, then yeah, I do.
Yeah, trust me. You know.
I mean, I
know
probably
who
do.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where
Is it Uncle Chuck or Uncle Chunk?
I'm friends with so many people and I don't know their names, which sucks.
One is
I
it?
wish I did.
Let's clarify. Is it Uncle Chunk or Uncle Chuck?
Well,
I feel like it's Uncle Chunk.
I think it's Uncle Chunk.
I feel like it should be Uncle Chunkle.
You're talking about the band that's going to be playing at the State Fair, I think, on Saturday. I'm pretty sure they are.
It's Uncle Chunk.
Yeah,
it should be Uncle Chunkle. We should get Uncle Chunk and Uncle Daddy on the same bill. And then we should get another band to just name themselves Dunkle.
Dunkle? Well, I was going to look at the State Fair.
No, don't worry about it. We'll pull it, dude. We'll pull it up on the thing. Put your phone away.
Yeah, I know.
Put your phone away.
I got it right here.
Put your phone away.
Fuck it. Who's playing at Coasters this weekend?
They don't update their website properly. This is a huge weakness of... Oh, scroll down. Yeah. This is a huge weakness of most underground
because
bands.
guitar players usually aren't the best web designers or, whatever. Or
well, just
vice,
updating
whatever
their
it is.
website,
That's
just
what I'm saying.
maintaining it, just keeping their dates posted properly and organized.
Yeah, and Facebook events is now,
Dennis
is
Asher's the dude on the right.
Tough.
All the way to the right.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those guys at least.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh yeah, I've had a fucking blast with them every time I'm around them. I think they're playing on Saturday, which that's where I'll be there on Saturday.
So failed assassination attempt, FAA. You said you're in. Okay, what do you want to do? Bass?
Probably it's easiest.
I'll probably do drums.
Yeah,
just because it's.
I
got more attitude on drums. You know what I mean?
Especially
for this style of music.
I play other shit, but I'm just a bass player.
All right. Well, we need 2 guitar players and a singer.
Not always. Let's have a key guitarist, and that's it, buddy.
No, I don't want a key.
You don't get down like that.
I don't like guitars, dude.
I think
John Wheeler traumatized me.
Hi, John. I haven't seen him in a while.
I think I have PTS Wheeler.
PTS Wheeler D.
No, PT Wheeler D. That's what it is.
Post-traumatic Wheeler D.
PTWD. Post-traumatic Wheeler disorder.
How many podcasts do you have where you don't talk about Wheeler?
I don't know. He does come up quite a bit.
We talked last time. Wheeler popped up. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, Wheeler's
my favorite thing to do is just talk shit about everybody when they're not around. Because everybody knows how much I love them.
Yeah.
So, and they're pretty much everybody's in on the bit now.
Yeah.
Which is like, we're going to just make shit up about you.
That's the way friendship should be.
Yeah. I genuinely enjoy making shit up about people.
Dude,
it's so much fun, dude. God, we got to start more rumors. Like, we need to, bring the scene to the next level.
What, back?
you mean from the grave?
You mean alive again?
Murph, will you do me a favor, brother? Will you grab me a PBR, please? Shout out to Murph, man. By the way, like and subscribe. You guys only got to hang out for a minute. The reason we're doing this, if you guys want to chat with us, is we need to... Everybody's got to subscribe for 60 seconds. In order to chat, because it helps weed out the Russian sex bots. It's a real thing.
But I like them though.
It's a real thing though, so you can't comment or chat unless you subscribe. But another thing is, it really helps the channel because as soon as we get to 500 subs, we get to partially monetize the channel and we can start taking super chat.
Fuck yeah.
And when we do that, between 500 and 1,000 subs, I'm giving 100% of it to Murph.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna pay him to be the producer. So help us, subscribe. That way we can get to 500 subs and monetize the podcast.
I shared this one.
And then once you guys do that, we can get Murph paid. And then once we get to 1,000 subs, then I take everything and Murph's fighting. No, just kidding.
Then it's mine.
No, then we're gonna start splitting it, and we've got some.
Yeah, that's good. I've been working
arrangements.
I've been working on my KS Drywall YouTube quite a bit lately.
What are you going to do online? Are you going to give tips?
For what? Oh, I just do videos of stuff. There's actually not much drywall
Yeah, but
stuff
what do you
online.
do? But what are you doing? Are you doing like tips? Are you doing instructional videos?
Nah, not
Are
yet.
you-
I haven't gotten into that. More just like front to back videos, like basically
to
read
ass?
throughs, but like see throughs,
I don't understand what you're
see
saying.
throughs, start to finish of a job.
Okay.
Just seeing every step as it happens,
Oh,
and then like
okay.
speeding it up the whole way,
Got
or like
it.
painting a wall and it's like sped up and whatever.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Did you see your
Still
lift
very
in
new
my
to it.
living
So
room?
was it?
Did you see your lift in my
I
living
did.
room? Still
Yeah.
holding up a piece?
Well, thank you for taking it because that was one of those that I ended up with because someone tried to do their drywall and they're like, "Do you want this?" I'm like, "Sure." Little did I remember that I'd said that 3 times in the last year and a half before I got that one. Said 4 fucking lifts in my house or at my shop. Going,
Did you see?
and you're like, "Hey, can I
the
borrow one?" I'm
mistake
like,
I
"Yes,
made?
please." You can.
Did you see the mistake I made?
No,
So
I didn't look very close.
I knew where the outlet was
Yeah.
for the ceiling fan.
Did you go from the other way?
So I measured off the existing piece of
Sheetrock.
sheetrock
gypsum.
that's already up there,
Yep.
but since my house is my house,
It's
it's not square.
Yeah.
So I shaved some off of the end, right,
Mhm.
in order to get it squared up
So
into that first corner. So then I put the second piece up there. I look at the measurements I took, right, and I go, "Oh, that means the hole's here," and I carved the hole. What I forgot was I was supposed to take those measurements and transpose them from the other piece of sheetrock so that fucking thing would be because then I could have cut a straight line
Yep.
and cut it flush.
Yep.
So now I have to go get I have to find something an inch or whatever it is,
You got one of
circular,
those.
like a washer. Fuck you. I got to find like some sort of washer or something, and I got to fucking trace it along the butted wall, upside down. It's going to be a pain in the ass now. It's not going to be fucking
It's just
easy.
drywall, man. It's easy. You can do it. It's easy.
It's
I'd
either
say
that
I'd
or
show
I
you,
have
but
to-
I don't want to.
I know what to do. I just
Yeah, I
fuck,
know you
dude.
do. I know. You want a job?
You know what my real problem is?
Oh,
I can't
okay.
look up.
Here we go. Let's
I
start.
can't look up very well. My neck is super fucked up.
No?
I can't look up
Yeah.
very well.
That's all dude. 90% of drywall is fucking looking up.
When I'm doing my electrical here in
Yeah.
the basement, when I'm fucking with any plumbing, when I'm doing the drywall, dude, man, if I'm not in a good physical place, like as far as stretching and all that kind of shit goes, dude, if I'm sitting there looking up, dude, sometimes it'll start to burn like I got bit by a snake
Yep.
in my spine, dude. And like, oh my God, it's so
yeah,
bad.
dude. That's
It's so bad, bro.
I've got my back sucks. This has been most of my work career.
Yeah.
Has been,
Oh, fuck, I lift my fucking riding lawnmower up.
yeah.
Fucking deadlift that motherfucker, and then I hang it by toe straps from my rafters in my garage so I can get underneath it. Even that guy crawl
Just
under
like
there
you're
and I
cleaning a
just
deer.
and I'm looking up, just a little bit, just because I'm fucking,
That's coming up.
oh, dude,
Do you hunt? Do you deer hunt?
I will. I don't.
No.
I have.
Yeah, I have every year.
I'm
It's not
gonna
really.
get very serious about it very soon.
Yeah.
I just got. There's a couple other things I got to take care of first.
Yeah.
I got to be real responsible about my time and
Yeah.
about my money, because I like to do things that become expensive.
Yeah.
And I know
Me too.
hunting's not really expensive, but it kind of is.
It can be.
Right.
Yeah, especially starting out.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Even
Is
just
like,
buying the right gun and buying your
And training and, like,
all that shit.
that's the big
I've been
thing
doing
for
it
me
since I was
is,
a
like,
kid. So I mean,
when I do it, I'm gonna get really serious about it, because I want to be one shot kill. Like, I don't want to fucking be wounding animals. And
no. Yeah, you want to be good at it, but it's also more like I do it because it's fun.
I'm also probably going to make the jump directly to
and
bow hunting. That's the other reason.
That's my buddy. I have a bunch of buddies who bow hunt. They love it. That's their shit.
What's
It's more sportsman for them, where I'm out there more to spend time out there.
You know what my reasoning is?
Hmm.
Because in the zombie apocalypse, eventually bullets are going to run out.
Yep.
That's why I want
I've
to
thought
know how
about
to
that.
bow hunt. That's literally why I want to bow hunt. Is eventually bullets will run out if the whole thing comes crashing down, and I need to be able to eat, bro.
Please.
Like, I can fish, I can fish like a motherfucker, but I was like, I need to be a
I'm
better
going
hunter.
on a fishing trip Tuesday morning.
Where are you going?
Cass Lake. Every
Cass
year,
Lake,
baby.
CASS.
Yep. Cass Lake.
That's a nice name.
Cass Lake.
I've been up there.
on the res. Yeah, we go up
Been up
there. I've been going up there twice a year every year since I was fucking 8.
You ever fish on Mille Lacs?
No, I one time with actually.
You ever fish on Mille Lacs, Murph? That fucking lake is so goddamn big.
It's so big.
When you're in the middle of it,
Dude,
you can't see land.
You want to know what's big? You want to know what's big? I just went to.
It's a very wild experience on Mille Lacs.
Just went to Alaska in July. And fuck, dude, everything.
You went to Alaska in July?
You didn't know that?
What's that like?
Dude,
I probably
perfect.
did know that,
It's
dude.
perfect. It's 50 to 65 degrees the entire time.
Are the skeets bad, dude?
No, not bad. Not bad.
When are the skeets bad? Steve, look this up. When are the mosquitoes really bad in Alaska? Because I know that when they're bad, dude, they're like the
Probably
size.
early. Probably
They're
early.
like the size of quarters.
Yeah,
dude.
I guess it's early because we were there July, and I was only there 4 days. Me and Pete and Mike and Blaine, Mike and Blaine. They went, and my buddy Adam, he's a seasonal bartender, so he just picks a place and goes and bartends there for the season. He does Jackson Hole, Wyoming every winter, and I haven't been there to see him there. But during this spring, he went, "Yeah, I think we're doing Alaska." I'm like, "Fuck, we're going to Alaska this summer," because we always
And then you
try
just
to
go
see
hang
him.
out.
Yeah,
while
so
he
we just
bartends?
well, it's like when am I'd love to go to Alaska, but until I have a reason to plan something there. Until I have a reason to plan something there, it's unlikely I go. So when Adam was like, "Hey, we're going to," or Chilcote, he's like, "I'm going to Alaska," I was like, "Fuck, I'm going to
June
Alaska
through
this summer."
July. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
got
got
there.
lucky then.
Yeah, I mean, we had it super nice there.
You got lucky then.
It was.
You went right in the heart of fucking.
Dude, I was there for July 4th. We did the car launch thing where they like launched those fucking cars and shit off of a cliff. And
Oh,
they just-
you were there over 4th of July. I bet you they sprayed. I bet you that's
Probably.
what it is then.
Probably.
They probably sprayed the entire city and
Yeah.
fucking.
No,
kept
they,
it going. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we are all over the place too. We did. We flew into Anchorage.
Did you hunt while you were out
No,
there?
no, I
Did you
didn't hunt or
fish?
fish or anything. No.
Oh, see,
they did.
I
My
don't-
buddies did. My buddies did.
You ever done a cruise?
No, I haven't. I'd like to, but I also cruise would be fine. I'm not a big boat guy. I get real sick on boats. I'm
Oh,
a
you get
bitch.
motion
I'm a total
sickness?
bitch on a boat.
My wife gets that.
The day before we got there, Mike and Blaine they booked a charter to fish. Got a bunch of halibut, a bunch of other shit. And I was like, dude, fuck, I really wanted to go do that. And then they were like, yeah, it's 12 hours. I was like, no, thank you.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. probably.
I don't know what it was.
7 a.m.
It
to
was like
7 p.m.
7 to 7 or something like that.
I wanted to do one of those in Jamaica, dude. You can rent a boat. I don't think it's 12 hours, but I think it is 8 or 10. But they serve you food out there. They like, you know what I mean? It's like $100 a
Yeah.
head.
Like we did. I was there Wednesday to Sunday only. We did real short trip, and Friday we did a scenic cruise. So we went up and saw some glaciers and shit, and saw a killer whale like literally go right under our boat, and super cool. That was fine, but that was like an enclosed boat, like basically, like one of the fucking. But there's a bar in there. There's booths to sit at. It's basically you're sitting in a restaurant that you walk out, and there's 3 feet of railing around the whole thing. That's basically what it was. That was perfect. I didn't get sick on that, nothing, and it was just nice enough. And it was 50 degrees the whole time. Got down to like 35 when we're on the boat, But I'm from Minnesota, dude. 35 is perfect. 35 to 55 is literally perfect.
Yeah.
And that was great. That was fun. But the drive up to that glacier view, that's where we did that car launch thing. There's Barstool had a dude there, like videotaping everything.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit.
Wild. Talk about fucking wild shit, dude. A little trashier than I thought it was going to be, but it was fun. And the drive up there, though, man, it is literally untouched. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it is God's land up there, untouched.
So you went through Canada? Or
Nope,
did
we
you do
flew.
the
We
ferry
flew.
thing?
We flew.
Okay.
Yep, we flew Wednesday. It's about 5 hours. 5 hours nonstop. So yeah, it was great. Did that, flew, and then we took a scenic train ride. We stayed in Seward, south of Anchorage by like 2 hours.
Oh,
most
really?
of the time. And on the way back to Anchorage, where we flew out, we took a scenic train ride back because my 2 other guys, they were flying back the next day, so we don't want to have to make them do a 4-hour round trip to drop us off, to then do another 2 hours back up to the next day. So we got a train ride through, like literally through the, like tunneled through the mountains and shit. Beautiful. There's at one point where you look down to the right, it's about 200-foot drop, rapids just going nuts. 20 feet that way though, no, 40, 50 feet that way, it's another 500 feet up. So it's just huge, and you're on the other part, looking down, just wild.
That's why I asked about the cruise thing, because
I'd love to do a cruise. I just haven't.
I've heard from people say there's a handful of spots on the globe you gotta see before you die, and Alaska's one of them.
Yep.
And,
I go with that.
and I've also heard like the Venn diagram vibe, right?
What's that?
You know what a Venn diagram? Everybody,
Probably.
you probably just don't know the term. It's when you make two groups, two circles,
Yeah.
and where they overlap,
Yeah.
there's like a commonality, right?
Yeah.
That's called a Venn diagram.
Yep.
And you can have multiple circles, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're just
Now
getting,
I know.
You're
Yeah.
just getting more and more specific the more circles you add. But point is like people that travel and cruise people have both put Alaska at the top of the list. So like overwhelmingly people say the best cruise you can take in the world is the Alaskan cruise.
Yep.
Especially if you can time it with like whale season or some of the other crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then just people who just simply travel, right? They also always bring up Alaska's one of those places you got to see before you die. Ireland's always on that list.
That's
Or Scotland, depending on the vibe. But it's one of those two.
That's another one on the
I've
list.
heard Thailand multiple times. I've heard Australia multiple times.
What's the other one by Australia where they shoot all the Lord of the Rings and
New
shit?
Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah. I have a buddy who lives in Australia, and he's gone to New Zealand a bunch
There's a
of times.
few of these. So that's why I was like, man, fucking. But I don't know if I could do a cruise to Alaska because I would be itching so bad to go fishing or to go hunting.
Yeah, I get that.
So it almost.
But it's so beautiful. It's so nice. You just kind of want to look at it. It's so nice. You just kind of want to look at it.
But when you're hunting and fishing, that's what you're doing.
exactly.
Is you're sitting out there looking at it, but you're also experiencing, like you said, untouched lands.
Untouched,
like
dude. Untouched.
The cleanest, most pristine
Cities. The Anchorage is a little methy.
Like
but,
imagine ice fishing.
dude,
in
fuck
Alaska.
no. I don't like cold and I don't like fishing.
You don't like ice fishing,
Dude, I haven't been ice fishing since I was fucking 8.
bro?
No, not my thing. It's hard getting me to fucking fish on a boat, let alone fucking.
Well, you get
freeze
motion
my ass
sickness,
off.
so I get that. Well, no, dude, you got to get in
No,
like
it's
a
mostly-
good ice
no, I don't
house,
mind
dude.
being
It's
on a
just
boat as
sitting around
much.
drinking beers, smoking pot,
I
fucking
can, you know what? I
catching
can drink
fish.
beers in my fucking
And
garage
the
too.
food, dude. The food in the
I can
in
make
the
food in my garage too.
in the
Look at
ice
that.
houses, dude.
No, ice
See,
fishing
you
is
don't-
not my thing. My brother's gonna be like fucking. Yeah, he gets it. I'm just a different breed, man. Not my thing.
Honestly, here's what I hear: you hate America.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. All I hear is that I don't know why I'm saying here like that. Here. All I hear is that you hate America.
Yep.
And you support socialism.
Oh, of course. Give me everything. I didn't earn it. Yeah, you have anything for me?
Why do you hate women?
Oh my god. I do not hate women. I love women.
I love women. Women. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay, Steve Murph, pull this up. YouTube, I'm not gay no more. He goes,
Well, really?
He goes, I'm not
Fuck
gay.
yeah, dude.
He goes, listen.
Oh,
he
this is
goes,
a thing?
He goes,
Not just
he
you?
goes, I'm not
Oh.
gay no more. I like women.
Oh, I think I know this. I think I know this. I've heard of this.
Pull this video up, Murph. Make sure they can see it and hear it online too. Because it's quick enough. I don't think we'll get flagged for it, dude. It's like 10 seconds, dude. Yeah, make sure you unmute it.
Unmute it?
Yeah, they have to hear it, dude.
Oh, this one. I know this one.
No, not this one. No.
I know that one. Pray the gay away.
Dude, just... Yeah, what is going on, Murph? Man, you take 2 weeks off, and you lost your mind.
Okay, which one?
The second one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Unmute it.
You have it unmuted.
I don't fucking know.
We'll find
You gotta
out.
look at it in OBS. You're the producer, homie. I ain't got
We'll
shit
find
over
out.
here.
What did you come here for? What did you come down here for? Tell me.
To get delivered more.
To get delivered. Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them.
I'm not gay no more.
I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women.
That's so good, dude. We got to get you headphones
Yeah,
over
we
there.
gotta get subscribers to get me a pair.
Yeah.
Of headphones.
We got so put it in the chat. We're raising money for Steve to get a pair of headphones.
Speaking of chat, Winchie's whimsical wares.
The other thing we need another headphone splitter. We need a 6-way headphone splitter because they don't make a 5. If they did, it'd be fucking weird. Or we're gonna have to switch to a bigger, get a board, like an actual board.
Yeah.
Because I did buy that Zoom so we could do the podcast, but honestly now I just have it dedicated to the band setup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't
Say
want.
it's a little different than what
I don't want to put vocal
I've
mics
been
through
here
that
like
thing.
fucking 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah,
It's been a long time. We took a break for a while. How long did you take a break for?
it ended up being almost 2 years.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
know.
so that makes sense because that was the
I
last
know.
time I played a show was like over 2 years ago. July was
It's
2
wild,
years.
dude, because like it did not feel like 2
Dude,
years.
COVID kind
It
of made
felt
everybody
like
want to
6
take
months.
a break from everything.
No, I started in.
Well, just the
I
time
started
frame, like-
with COVID. No, it was when the
Oh,
pandemic
really?
ended. I had to go get a
Oh.
job, and I was worried that the podcast would get me fired.
Huh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
that'll do it.
fucking
That'll do it.
I backed off, and it was like, dude, Steve,
I'll put-
that's playing.
I'll
Kill
put
it.
makeup on.
Jesus.
I'll put makeup on.
Okay, so here's the deal. Every time you fuck up, I'm going to call you Steve. And then when you're doing well, I'm going to call you Murph.
You're gonna say Steve a lot.
Yeah.
He said, you're going to say Steve a lot. I used to do that with Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
When he did well, I'd go, hey, Teddy, hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
And then when he was doing bad, I'd be like, God damn it, Theodore.
That dude took a knee for show. He just started coaching. Teddy B.
Yeah, and I don't.
He's what, 27? Fuck. No, he's like 30 probably. He actually lasted longer than I thought he would after all that shit. He was backup quarterback for years.
Yeah, and honestly, I think he was always going to be a backup quarterback.
I thought he had a chance, but it had to have.
I mean,
it
he
would
was
have had,
literally a starter. He had more than a chance. He was a starting quarterback.
It would have had to have gone perfect for him, and it just did not.
Yeah,
But it's a
one
lot of
those crazy
quarterbacks, though.
things. So, what do you think about McCarthy, man?
I love
Did you
him.
watch that
He was the one-
preseason?
Yeah, he's the one I
game?
wanted. He's the one I wanted the whole time.
Honestly, I got to be honest about this. For basically
No, lie to
all
me.
of the pre-draft bullshit, I said the two guys I want are either Drake May or Bo Nix, because I think
Really?
Bo Nix is legit.
I think Bo
dude.
Nix will do okay. I think he's in a good split.
What I saw, and I'm good at quarterbacks, dude. I'm good at scouting players, but I'm really good at the quarterback position specifically. And I'm like, no, Bo Nix is legit, dude. And the reason I couldn't officially put my stamp on J.J. McCarthy is because I have so much respect for Jim Harbaugh. So he saved Alex Smith's career
Oh yeah.
and then made Colin Kaepernick look like a good NFL quarterback, which he wasn't. He never was.
No.
So I wasn't ever
Yeah, I get
sure.
that. That makes sense.
When I'm looking at J.J. McCarthy, I'm like, am I watching Jim Harbaugh?
Or
am I watching J.J. McCarthy?
It looked like he was a good fit. Jim Harbaugh for him is what I saw when I saw JJ.
We're talking
McCarthy.
about college,
Yeah,
right?
college. In college, it looked like a good fit.
Right.
Like it was the great
Power running
like
game,
the
yep.
best.
Yep.
The best way for him to learn and become a good quarterback. Like not he's a bad one, turning him into a good one, but to become one that he could in a good situation.
Explain
I just
that
felt
more.
Like,
What do you mean?
I felt like if he was somewhere else, Jim Harbaugh was probably the best thing for him, and leaning on that as far as. With Jim Harbaugh being there, he's going to teach him how to do the things right with the talent he has, not trying to do more than what the talent he has. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of how I saw it with that. And then obviously, I'm a big O'Connell fan, a huge O'Connell fan. Quasey,
Do you
we'll
call
see.
him KO or do you call him KOC?
O'Connell,
But do you call him KO
I
or
call him
KOC?
O'Connell, KOC.
Oh, I hate KOC.
Why?
Because you don't. It's an apostrophe C.
Oh, so
It's
you're
KO.
yeah, you
And
like
they call him KO. Like on the staff, they call him KO.
yeah.
And for some
Well, I'm not
reason,
on the staff.
And for some reason, like from K fan into the fandom,
KOC.
people call him KOC,
Well,
and it
I
drives
used to be a
me
big K fan
fucking
guy.
nuts.
I like K fan, but I do Score North like every fucking day now.
Score North's legit.
Yeah.
I met
I'm
Phil.
advertising on Score
I sold the
North, actually.
guitar to Phil. I sold
Phil's
the guitar to Phil.
my
way
read
back
guy for my ads.
That's right. You're doing ads
Yep,
on.
ads with him. I saw Judd and Declan last night at the Twins game.
That's cool. You have to pay them for advertising. I gave it to you for free.
I know you do. And you're
the
you don't
homie.
want to talk about your work. We don't talk about music.
No, you can plug your
I know,
plug your
I'm
company
fucking
as much
kidding.
as you want. We actually probably should put it in the fucking
whatever.
in the description.
I don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's not as interesting. I'm a
It's
boring.
not that interesting to talk about, but you guys are good. KS Drywall.
It's
You guys
fun.
are dope
It's fun.
for all your drywall needs.
You know, and painting.
Oh, you do painting
Oh
now,
yeah,
huh?
we do all painting. Yeah, for the most part. But huh? All right, let me know.
All right, yeah.
We'll talk.
We'll
He
set it
hangs drywall.
Yeah. You get 20% discount if
Dude,
you if you use the code Singer20. Oh, you piss in the sink, or you go upstairs and use the real bathroom.
I
like
might
an
have to in a
adult.
little bit though.
If you got to poop, you go upstairs. If you got to piss, so that's the point. Is we know what you're doing.
I know.
If you go here, you're pissing. If you go up there, you're taking a dump.
I mean, I
and
would
even
piss
if you're
upstairs.
going up there to take a piss, we're still going to say you took a dump.
That's fine. I'm usually taking a shit on something.
So Ian's
Bring
not
a-
doing
bring a
much.
selfie stick.
Ian's not doing
Ian?
much, but you're
Nope.
thinking about fucking with these Arson River
Yeah,
boys. So what's
yeah.
so their Black Days down?
No. So it's Andy Ryerson and Spencer. Spencer plays around quite a bit. It's those two basically. Andy's the heart of Arson River. Arson River, Andy Ryerson, AR. I've been friends with Andy for years.
Great. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's gonna
boys.
love that.
I'm just kidding. Boys.
And but no, we've been talking, and I haven't played in over 2 years now. So we've been talking. Ian's gonna probably start up, and I might start playing with Arson River. Hoping to, and we'll see if I'm good enough. See if I make
Dude,
the
we
cut.
still need a second guitar player for this Montoya
know.
thing, dude.
I know.
Here's my problem, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar players and their fucking egos, dude.
Yeah.
And don't, dude. If I've talked to you recently, and you're like, oh,
No.
it's, I'm not talking about you. So don't fucking do that thing where you take what I'm saying and you're like, oh, calling me out on your pod. No, I'm not. I'm not talking about
Yes,
you.
he is.
I'm really not.
He's talking about you.
I'm really not. I'm not talking about anyone specifically. But it's interesting the egos of guitar
I'm gonna let you
players.
go on that rant.
It's so different than the egos of like drummers and bassists. Guitar players need to be involved in the songwriting, at least in this town. Like, it's so hard to find a guitar player that's willing to come play for a band where the music's already written. And I'm not saying that these guitar players' egos are too big or negatively distorted or inflated or any of that. I'm not implying anything. I'm saying what blows my mind is that we can find everybody else except this one role. Because we have one guitar player who's willing to do it, and he's fucking awesome, dude. Because the challenge with this is to subdue the ego. Like, it's really easy as a guitar player to overplay this music, and it just doesn't sound good. So, like, the trick is learning, like, how to basically fuck off and do your job. Which I would think, if I were interested in playing guitar in this band, which I originally was, Jeremy asked me to play drums.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you. I'm playing guitar. I was like, I'll play for your band, but I'm playing guitar. I was like, I have zero interest to play drums in anybody's band ever again, other than my band.
Yep.
Or a band I start. But then he, like, sent me the music. And I was like, you're right, I was wrong. I should be doing drums, not guitar, in this project.
Yeah.
And that's what prompted me to, like, start taking drums seriously. It wasn't my own music, taking drums seriously. I was trying... You know, I was like, I got to get my chops up. I got to record my music. But I was like, fuck it, dude. It just wasn't. And then once it was his music, and I was like, no, I have a job to do now. It was very easy for me to humble my ego and be like, I didn't write these parts.
Yeah.
I don't get to take
Just do
credit
it
for these
and
parts.
enjoy it and make the best
I get
of
to
it.
show up and do a job.
Yep.
And I need to honor and respect somebody else's art. And that
That's
was like,
hard to find.
it was really easy, though, for me to do as a drummer, right?
Yeah.
What's interesting is I
it's easy for
can't
me to do as a
find...
bass player too.
I can't, right? And we found...
And I enjoy that.
Honestly, there was
Look at, I've played in fucking 18 goddamn bands.
there was three
And
bass
it's all
players.
other stuff.
There was three bass players that were like, "I'll do it," and then there was like six more, including you, that were like, "Well, if you can't find anybody else, 100% I'll do it." But like don't I don't
Yeah.
want to be the
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
right? So filling bass was not a problem,
Yeah.
right? the very first phone call we made for one of the guitar players worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But this other guitar position, dude, like, it's kind of mind-blowing because there's some guys who are literally doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And no, Jeremy Blake, I'm not talking about you.
He's completely talking about you, Jeremy.
No, he was just on the podcast.
Come on. If he's in, I'm in.
I bring
If
him
Jeremy's
up
in,
'cause
I'm in. Put it on him.
He was
Put it
just on
him.
the podcast. But no.
I know he was.
Well,
like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago?
No, just literally last week.
Oh, was it last week?
So
my fucking time frame.
But I brought it up to him because I was like, honestly, you would be great for this position, and his heart's not in it. He doesn't. It's not the right fit, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe at least consider filling in for us, right? Anyways, long story. There are a lot of guys though that are sitting at home doing literally nothing musically, and there is zero things they have that are more important. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They don't have a wife. They don't have kids.
Yep.
But they're like, no, I want to be more in control of the writing process. And I'm like, wait. So you're just gonna stay on unemployment, sitting at home,
Basically.
doing fucking nothing.
You're
doing fuck all, sitting at home, instead of just like building connections
Just having
and
fun.
building
Yeah.
your entity and like,
That's the thing.
dude.
That was one of my favorite things that I started doing, like when I started playing for other bands way back after Black Days Don't Split. I did the whole band whore tour, man. Fuck, I was in,
That's a lot better than I remember it being. I
Yeah, I was
remember
in-
Maker's Mark sucking. Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I don't do it all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
take a piss
If
and
I'm
keep
gonna
going.
sip, yeah. But
Talk loudly
that-
so I can hear you.
All right, I'll try.
Or
That
talk
was
to
my-
Murph.
Yeah, that was my thing when I started playing for other bands. I found a lot of enjoyment in just learning other shit and performing. Like, I like performing. Performing is my favorite part about it, is just playing and performing. I like playing on stage almost more than I like playing the music. It's it's fun. I've been on stage every year. This is the longest I've not been on stage since I was 4 or 5 years old, I think. And yeah, so it's been 2 years, I think, something like that. That COVID year was the longest time, and that was a year. And then we played a couple after that, and then haven't since. But yeah, during that time of playing other people's music, it got it got nice because I'm just going in, learning stuff. And bass parts really aren't typically that fucking hard. I mean, some are. I'm a bass player. I can talk down about bass playing. So, self-deprecating jokes are my favorite. But my favorite thing about that is just being able to pick it up, learn it, put my own thing on it, and then perform it. I like performing. I like being in front of people. I like the attention.
So you don't just stand on stage like a stiff
Nope.
piece of board.
Nope. I think if anybody who knows me knows pretty well that is not me. I know you, Marv, you might not know this. I had 3 feet of fucking dreadlocks for 10 years. 10 years, 9 months, and 14 days, actually. Yeah, all the way down to here. Big mohawk of dreads. Shit like that. Yeah, that was fun.
What band?
Throw the Fight, Severa, 3 Pill Morning, Black Days Down. Shit, there's been a couple Emergent.
Gay,
a little
gay,
bit.
gay, gay.
I
That's all I
didn't play
heard.
any shows
I'm
in
just
Emergent,
kidding.
but there was a time.
I'm just kidding.
And then Eon, the current one. That's probably about it. And I did play in Ocean River like once or twice too, because Andy's one of my best friends, and Spencer's the shit too. I don't think I've ever played with Spencer, but Spencer's awesome. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's probably my favorite part though, is the performing,
This is
the actual
interesting.
playing.
This is a little sweeter than
It is. I like
remember.
sweeter. That's like Jack Daniels. That's why I like Jack Daniels. I like more of that Kentucky bourbon, that sweeter flavor to it.
Sure.
Even like pop wise, like we were talking earlier. Anybody who enjoys the taste of Coca-Cola is like, that's satanic to me. I don't understand it. I can typically try to wrap my head around other people's beliefs and tastes and wants and
What you sound
desires.
like right now is,
I
have you
think if
seen
you-
this
oh.
meme where they hold up a medium rare steak, and the meme is, I'm convinced people that eat their steak like this eat people.
Yeah.
That's what you sound
Yeah.
like right now talking about Coca-Cola.
You know what? I can't do. I'm not a fucking steak guy.
Dude,
I'm
bro,
not a
what
red meat
dude, you're
guy.
losing so many. So
I know.
Jeremy Blake was going to start
I'm here for all the people that are weird like me.
So Jeremy
I
Blake
don't even hide from it. I'm fucking weird, dude.
Jeremy Blake was going to start a YouTube channel, and his first episode was going to be like, "What is a man?" And it had nothing to do with the gender shit, right? It had to do with like, just like, what does it
Yeah.
mean to be a man?
Yeah.
right? And I kept fucking,
love that.
I kept trolling him on this idea. I'm like, I don't know what a man is, but I know a bitch when I see one. You know what I mean? Like, dude, because and it does trend into the
just bring
trans
a
shit.
mirror, you're like,
Because I'm gonna
"What's
be
up?"
honest with you, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm way more offended by women transitioning to become quote unquote men. Because here's the thing: is like you can have a cock and balls and still not be a fucking man. so for you to think you can just like skip the 18 years of horror growing up through male puberty, which is like dude, it sucks, dude. Like
Puberty
trying to,
sucks.
dude, you're so horny, you don't know if you're gay or straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, like women do not and never will understand this. Like, dude, it's so hard to be a man, especially if you're not one of the biggest, strongest, best looking men. Like,
I wouldn't know.
like, I'm not ugly. I was a good-looking kid. I got a lot of girls. But I was never the biggest. I was never the strongest. I was always skinny. I was always made fun of, which pushed me towards arts and music
Yeah.
and shit,
Oh, yeah.
where it just helped me build
been
my
in-
charisma and become, you know, like,
Did you do theater
fine.
at all?
yeah, but I hated it because
Yeah.
I thought all those people were quote-unquote gay.
I get that, dude. I had
like,
that.
and I mean G-H-E-Y. Like,
Yeah.
like theater was
Yeah,
gay.
yeah. Not
Theater
like-
was
not-
gay.
yeah.
It was super
Dude.
uncomfortable. It was fucking awkward and like everybody was way too serious and dramatic all the time. And like,
Yeah, that was always a problem I had with it.
it was
but,
fucking the
but I
theater girls
was-
that really did it for me. When I started fucking theater girls, dude, that's what really did it because they were trying to have sex from a movie scene. Like they were trying to have sex from Romeo and Juliet with Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not Brokeback Mountain.
And I'm like, what are you doing right now? Like you're doing a performance, and I'm like, but there's no one watching. There are no cameras. They're like, what is happening?
Private
it was
performance,
so
buddy.
fake. It was
Private
so
performance.
fake. Yeah, dude. I was almost in The Cure, that movie.
Yeah.
With Brad Renfro and I don't know that other
That's for a
kid.
long time.
Yeah, I flirted with that world for a while.
Yeah, theater was my whole life growing up. I've been on stage in theater.
This
since
actually
I was
explains a
fucking
lot.
5 years. I know.
Like things
Yeah.
are
Dude,
adding
I've been a
up now.
theater kid my whole life. I would choir, band, all of it.
To be fair,
This better be worth it, Murph.
to be fair, the same goes for men who skip female puberty, but I absolutely get what you're saying.
Wait, what?
To be fair, the same goes for men who skipped female puberty, but I absolutely get what you're saying.
Yeah. And so what I meant by that is like for some reason, and this is where I would admit my primal idiot smooth brain hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Right? So like if I see two girls making out, I'm like, that's hot. If I see two dudes making out, I'm like, that's fucking disgusting.
Dude,
right? So same thing. Like I can actually
think it's awesome, dude.
understand. I can
I'm
kind
not
of
gay,
understand.
but I get it, man. I'm like, dude, if you love him, fucking go for it, man. I'm
But
all about it.
But what I'm saying
all
though,
about it.
hold on, but let me address this because what I'm saying is like I can actually kind of understand when a dude is like effeminate,
Yeah.
maybe gay, questioning, and like doesn't feel comfortable in his skin and wants to transition into being a woman because women are awesome. They're beautiful. They smell good. They're, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do.
But guys are disgusting.
Yeah, I do know that.
Like, bro, I've been around so many men, and like the amount of times I'm like from other men, I'm like, no one should ever wanna be us. And if you think
No, right?
if you think we have privilege and the world is made for us, by us, blah 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 blah,
That's the whole thing.
it's the
I
most
don't get
that's
into
the
that
most smooth brain take because
Yeah.
being a man is ruthless, dude. No one cares about you. Like in the moment you
What's
show
the-
vulnerability and start complaining about anything, everybody is annoyed
Is it-
with you. They can't think you're a pussy, and then they're like, I can't depend on this motherfucker. So like you got to be very careful when you're a man showing vulnerability
Yep.
vulnerability around other men who won't exploit that shit. Like it is, being a man is the least enjoyable like day-to-day experience. And they go, well, when you're a man you don't walk around day-to-day feeling unsafe. Yes, we fucking do. Like literally that's what
Different
it means to
type,
be a
but,
man.
yeah.
Like literally when you're a man, like my version of
Yeah.
a man, every dude I see, it's like the Terminator scanning him for threat assessment. Can this dude fuck me up if he
Yeah.
bum rushes me right now? Like that's what it's like to be every single. I don't sit with my back to the door when we go to the restaurant in case something happens. Like, no, I never feel safe. You know? So like I don't worry about getting
Yeah.
raped every 15 seconds. But I definitely don't feel safe.
Yeah, that's one of those-
it's a misnomer,
That's one of
especially
those-
when I'm with my wife, and especially if I have a little kid with me, like if I'm babysitting the
Yeah.
niece or nephew.
Love
dude,
babysitting.
the fucking protection level,
Oh,
the
huge.
I don't even have kids, and I still understand, sympathize
Yeah.
with real fathers. Like, bro, no. So. That whole idea needs to be thrown all the way the fuck out the window. My only point that I started with, though, was like, for some reason, I'm less bothered by men who want to transition to women than I am with women who want to transition to men. And it's only because, and that person's right, everything that person said was correct. And the reason I feel this way is because it's like, it was hard enough growing up with a dick and balls. You don't get to skip all of that.
Yeah,
And
we
like
also didn't have-
join
we also-
the team.
We also didn't
like-
have blood sipping out of us for every fucking month either to deal with.
Right, and I think that's what that
You know.
person's saying, but that's not really relevant to what I'm getting
No,
at.
no, I
Like,
get it.
like the genitalia between your legs is critical to your like sex, but it's irrelevant to whether you're a man or not. Because again,
Yeah, I get
I know
that.
dudes with cock and balls, lifetime. Those are not men. Those are bitches. And I'm like, nope, zombie apocalypse, I'm coming for you. Because, like, I can't even allow you to
Oh, I
run
already-
into my tribe that I'm going to find
Jamal's
a
my
year
bro.
from now.
Zombie
like,
apocalypse, Jamal's my
some,
bro.
Dude,
What up?
some of these people, I'm serious. Like, I got a list.
That's why
Zombie
I got
apocalypse.
I got my bus,
there's
I
a
got my
bunch
guns,
of
I got my
people.
fucking, I got my shit ready. I got my
Dude,
fucking go
If
box.
the zombie apocalypse happens,
go
I'm
bag?
just telling you, there's a bunch of people that I'm just straight up killing. Like, because they will get a bunch of people killed.
Yeah.
Like, they got to go right away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually going to become offensive in the first 6 months of the zombie
You
apocalypse.
just can't
I'm
wait.
like, because
You're
we're
like,
going to build a camp eventually. And
can't
when
wait.
these idiots show up, they're going to get everybody killed.
That's
so I'm going
like
to kill them
it's
first
like-
and then go build the camp.
We're just gonna skip seasons 2 through 7 of The Walking Dead. We'll get rid of all those problems. We'll just skip all those problems.
I'm going straight for Negan.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, before Negan becomes Negan,
Yeah.
because I know Negan becomes
Yeah.
Negan.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point. So day 3,
Just skip the
and
problems.
Jared's like,
We hear
Alright,
one. We hear one more thing about bath salts in Florida. Jared goes on a fucking killing spree. Fuck, dude, bro. It was one thing. It's not. Oh shit.
no.
You were a little.
If the zombie apocalypse really happens, though, dude, you guys don't want to be on the wrong side of me, dude. Because the first thing I'm doing is killing all 4 of my dogs because they're gonna get everybody killed. So if the first move I do is kill the 4 things I love the most, bro, get out of my way, dude. Because I'm telling you, my yappy little fucks do not know how to be quiet. They're gonna bring way too many zombies. So the first 4
I
things
actually
that
think
die
about- I
are
think
my
about that.
dogs, and then I got a list.
I
and
think
I'm
about
telling
that
you, I
when
got
I-
a backpack and a pair of hiking boots, dude. And I'm fucking
Dude,
coming,
when
dude.
I think about that when Zool barks at all, I'm like, shut the fuck up. And I like every time I'm like, you gotta be able to be quiet when I tell you to be quiet. Otherwise, you're gonna get me killed someday.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
No, for real though. That's a thing. That's
Oh,
an
absolutely.
actual thing. Unless you have a smart big dog that knows how to run when that danger gets too close. And then sometimes that could actually be an advantage. So like if I had my 4 little chihuahuas,
They run.
right? They're super low to the ground, hard for a slow zombie to grab,
Chihuahuas.
right? They're hard for a
Let's talk about the benefits of chihuahuas in the
they're
zombie
hard
apocalypse.
for a zombie to grab, right? Because they're low to the ground and they're quick. And if they spread out, right?
Yeah,
They
noise
could
everywhere.
fucking immediately zombies are turning, and then I'm blindsiding zombies just straight up like fucking
It's just a
Michonne.
dude on bath
Just
salts?
Simone. Dude, because okay, what's your preferred zombie apocalypse weapon? I'm gonna go first because I have 2. I'm going
machete.
I'm going Donatello and Leonardo. I want the staff because a fire hardened bow staff is shockingly indestructible, and then a straight up fucking like actual ninja sword, like true baseball swing, decapitate people level. Like those are my 2. Let's Murph, you go
I was
first.
gonna say
Next.
pinball, but then
No, it's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
You.
Right?
It's a
Well,
physical
pinball's
weapon.
a weapon, but then he'll turn around and be zombied and kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say
There he is.
a couple of those, guns that come out from your sleeves and you can just,
Yeah.
You know,
The quick
that'd
hidden.
be pretty cool.
Mine's fucking machetes, dude. I own several because of it. I've decided. I made this decision a long time ago. I have like 6 of them. I just buy them. And I put them places.
So when I was a kid,
I even got food buried, dude.
I trained
got
with
food
a bow
buried.
staff. Dude, I can swing that motherfucker like you would think I'm a high school girl fucking around with a baton. Dude, I'm telling you, I will fuck people up with a bow staff, dude, because I was obsessed with the Ninja Turtles. And like,
So were you a Donatello guy?
well,
Michelangelo.
personality
Well, I
wise,
could never do nunchucks or
personality,
Nunchucks.
personality
Not
was
nunchucks.
Raphael.
Right? No,
Nunchucks.
No, personality was Raphael. I was always pissed off. I always felt
Mine-
isolated and
Michelangelo, bro.
alone. I always felt like a loner. So it was always Raphael, personality-wise for me. But weapons-wise, I was most intrigued by Donatello, which made me start doing it because he was the smart one. And
Yeah.
I started to realize real young, I was like, oh, I'm not going to be the strongest,
What did
fastest.
Raphael
I'm the
have?
smart
What was
one,
his-
right? Like even in 3rd grade, I'm like, oh, I'm not strong. I'm smart. I need to learn how to be smart. So I was like, as much as I wanted to be the badass Raphael, I was like, I'm more of a Donatello.
Yeah.
Right. And then through baseball and through some other martial arts training,
Yeah.
very young, didn't get super serious, but
No.
I started to learn like how to use a sword.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was like, oh, I can do the sword thing, but I really like the bow thing.
Yeah.
The bow staff, dude, like the ability to strike from such an extreme distance at any level of a person, and when you're spinning that motherfucker,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost impossible for most people to know
Yeah.
where your angle of attack is going to come from. Dude, it's
what's
it's
the
brilliant.
things that what's the fucking Raphael's things?
The size?
Size, yeah. Speaking of size, have you seen Deadpool?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, if you guys don't want to hear about Deadpool,
Yeah,
turn
spoiler alert, 'cause
get
we're
out
gonna-
of
we're
here.
gonna get deep on it right
Get
now,
out of
'cause,
here.
dude,
I loved it. I
I
loved
loved
it. I
it.
have zero complaints
Dude,
about it.
Fucking, I love Channing Tatum. I'm so happy that
I have
happened.
0 complaints about it.
Zero complaints.
Zero
and I'm so
complaints.
excited for like the unreleased like.
I'm
like
not
the-
a fan
the
of
cut.
Channing Tatum as
Fucking
Gambit.
loved, oh, dude, I am. Well, I'm not necessarily a fan of him as Gambit per se.
I could.
I
be,
like
though.
that he got to because he wanted to so bad.
I could though. He could win me over because that was the whole point of
I
the
think he
Gambit
probably. I
character.
think he's going to be in Secret Wars.
Gambit is an anti-hero though.
Yeah, I know.
Like you're
Yeah.
not supposed
And
to
his
like him.
and his whole like weird playing him goofy the way he did is perfect.
You're supposed to barely understand.
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
you watched
He's-
the new cartoon, the X-Men '98. Okay,
Oh yeah.
so
Dude,
that was great.
You've
because
seen this, right?
because they straight
I'm
up
fucking obsessed with that.
because they straight up
Murph,
recreated.
you seen this?
Have you seen X-Men '98?
I'm obsessed with X-Men.
No.
So they
Oh,
recreated the regular X-Men cartoon, member from
yeah,
like
yeah.
1996 and 97.
And the storylines are great.
They kept it going now. So they redid it. It's on Disney Plus.
yeah,
it's
they
called
loosely
X-Men
they
98.
loosely started it from the end of the last one,
Correct.
but they didn't exactly stick to a bunch of those small details from like the first what was there 4 seasons of it. They didn't necessarily stick to a bunch of those, but they didn't do anything that would make you question details from like you don't have to watch the other stuff. They do a really good job of like placing you in the moment when it starts, and they do so good. And
and
actually,
they do a really good job of
the
keeping
animation
Gambit
itself
as
was
like an
really-
anti-hero.
Yes.
Like Gambit is never. He's supposed to be a lot like Wolverine. Like
yeah.
Like he's supposed to be
And I
kind
love
of
that in the
unlikable.
cartoon. I love that in the cartoon, Wolverine is a B level character that you love. That he's supposed to be that, and he gets his flashes and he comes back. One thing I've always had a problem with like the Fox X-Men and all that shit, and even like just
They made him
movies and
the
stuff.
character.
It's Hugh Jack. I love Hugh Jackman. I love what they've done. All of it. I fucking love it. But like same thing happened with like I don't want to say same thing. Jennifer Lawrence. She got famous, which is why Mystique is a fucking main character and all that shit. I don't give a fuck about Mystique.
Well,
No one
Mystique
cared
was a
about,
main character when Rebecca
Barely.
Romaine Stamos played her.
Well, no. She has like 4 lines the whole fucking time. She's
But she was
she's
still
she's an
a
asset.
vital
She's an asset
main
to the main character, and that's what Mystique usually is in all of the cartoons. And Wolverine is always the one you want more of, which is kind of why you love Wolverine, because you want more of him. You want more of him, you don't really get it. And then in the comics, then he started getting his own.
Right. In the comics, you can get as much
But
as you
then
want
Hugh
from
Jackman
any
did
character.
so
right?
well at it, and money talks. So anything Wolverine fucking blew up massive. Love it. I even love the fucking bad ones. I even love fucking Origins. I love it all. Don't even care. I don't even care. I love X-Men. But I love that that.
Who was your favorite character? Was it Wolverine?
No, my favorite X-Men were probably Colossus and Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler was the shit,
Yep.
dude. You remember the video game?
Fuck yeah,
He
I
was
do.
like a cheat code.
Dude, he was.
Oh my god, dude! It was
but
so fun.
my favorite are the bad guys from X-Men. I'm planning on my right sleeve.
There it is. He's
I'm
got it
planning on
pulled
my
up
right sleeve probably being all bad guys from X-Men.
there. Dude,
that's
Rogue,
all it's gonna be.
By the way,
I fucking love
can,
Rogue.
when they bring in
Oh, yeah.
Rogue to the MCU, can
Please.
they make her as fucking sexy
Oh,
as
God.
this Rogue?
Please.
Dude, because when they brought in Anna Paquin, you remember Anna
Which
Paquin?
I'm starting to love her now way more
No,
than I
fuck
did.
off. Murph, will you grab me a fucking beer, please? Dude, get out of here with this Anna Paquin
Dude,
shit. I remember this
have
going
you
back
ever seen-
to True Blood. People talking
I've
about
never
Anna
seen it.
Paquin being
Never seen
sexy.
it.
She is not fucking sexy. That big ass Michael Strahan level gap between her teeth. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, dude. Trying to convince me. Dude, this is gaslighting at its finest. When you try to convince me Anna Paquin is sexy, go fuck yourself, bro.
Have you?
I know
but
a
did-
triangle
but
when I
did you
see
see her
one.
in the Rogue cut for Days of Future Past? It's her
Yeah,
best version
yeah.
of it. It's her
Still-
best version of it.
still
the
not-
Rogue cut, not
No,
the
dude.
regular, the
Here's
Rogue
the thing.
cut.
She is
It's
supposed
to be her
dude,
that takes
she
over.
is smoking hot as a cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
dude.
she's the smoking hot X-Men. She's
Dude.
the hot one.
you know what they did a
Also,
great job
partially
with?
because you can't fucking.
You know what they did a great job with was when they booked Halle Berry as Storm.
Yep.
Even though like the voice of Storm is like way more dramatic, she's like, "How dare you?"
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
dude. Storm in the comics or in the cartoons.
Theatrical.
Everything's theatrical. Everything's
Theatrical,
over
yeah.
the top.
Yep.
The mists of the like.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And by the gods of the
Yes.
underworld,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like.
My favorite.
But as soon
my
as they
favorite
booked-
X-Men anything ever is Apocalypse #1. I
He's
hate the
yeah,
movie.
no,
I hate the
I
movie.
like that movie.
I hate the movie.
I like that
Fucking
movie.
dude,
Why'd you hate that movie?
It's nothing like Apocalypse. It's not the true Apocalypse.
That is true.
Not even close
That's
to it.
very
and
true.
I usually
Yeah,
am
they
very
did shortchange
I'm very
it.
okay with
That is true.
It took me a long time to accept the fact that movies are just another comic book adaptation of these characters. There are different versions of all of these characters across all comics. Just because there's one you like the most doesn't mean that's the one that they're going to do a fucking movie on.
Well, and what
it's not a
bothers
continuation
me,
ever.
What bothers me is that they kill the villains.
Yeah.
So it's like now you can
Apocalypse
never use
doesn't
him again.
lose. He chooses to stop.
Right, or he gets like what was the other one? What's the other phrase? Temporarily postponed
exactly,
or something
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
or whatever. It's like
Yep.
he gets pushed to a
I
different
hope- I just-
timeline or something.
And the
like,
thing is, they didn't do like with the Thanos, they did the right like digital enhancement of him, his size, his physical size. They did it well with Thanos. Fox he's just a 5'10" dude.
dude,
No, that's not
Thanos-
Apocalypse. Apocalypse is a 6'5" motherfucker
Josh
who can
Brolin's-
beat your shit, but he has
Josh
other people do it
Brolin's
for him.
Thanos. Josh Brolin's Thanos is a top 3
Fuck
villain of all time.
All time.
Dude,
Darth
Thanos, Darth Vader, and I'm gonna say for me it's Heath Ledger's.
Oh,
Joker.
that's really high up there. Really high.
For me, those are my top 3. Who's
I
your
don't
top?
know. I
So
can't
for
argue
me,
very hard
top
with that.
3 villains of all time is Josh Brolin's Thanos in Avengers, Heath Ledger's Joker, and what's the other one we just said? We both said Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Yeah, Darth Vader's #1. He's the bad guy. He's the first big bad guy. He's the first impressive bad guy that everybody knew. He's the Michael Jordan of bad guys.
Sure,
He is.
sure.
He's the first one. He Star Wars was about Darth Vader, not about Luke Skywalker. Star Wars was about, and you didn't know it until the prequels.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
see what you're saying. Yeah,
And that's amazing. I love that. But
that's interesting. Yeah, I never thought about it that
Yep.
way. That's true though.
it is.
It really is.
And Thanos, amazing. They changed Thanos a lot from the comics, but I like what they did. They made him more personable. They made him more real life. You know, if that were to be, you know, if we were to actually live in a comic book, that would make more sense than, you know, the Thanos in the comic books who just kills
and he
people
was
to
so
like fall in love with death.
legitimately terrifying though. Like, dude, in
He
Endgame,
did such a good job in Endgame.
dude,
God,
in
I love-
Endgame when he's like, all this shit,
I have never
all
cried so
this
hard
shit,
at a
all
fucking
this
movie.
shit you tried, it brought you right back to me.
All that for a drop of blood.
Oh, that was a good line too. That was a good line
That's
too.
Infinity War, but still. Yep. I'm a little worried about the Doomsday with RDJ.
So
Let's talk about that. This is where you're going to get me going.
Okay, so here's what I've heard. I have no opinions.
There's a bunch. Yeah,
I
there's
have
a bunch
no
of different.
opinions. But here's what I trust to be true. This is not Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
This is a version of Doctor Doom,
it's an RDJ variant that becomes Doctor Doom.
and apparently,
Which
so if I'm listening to the right
Cillian
people,
Murphy. Just book Cillian Murphy.
if I'm listening to the right people, though, this is how they transition out of the multiverse
Yes,
bullshit
back to a reset.
back into a soft reboot where the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and the new version of the Avengers are officially a part
Yep.
of this thing. And Robert Downey Jr.
Started
might be, when the whole thing rehappens, Robert Downey might be Iron Man, but it might be that older, jaded,
I think he'll
grounded
be done
version
after
of Iron
this.
Man.
I think he'll be done.
I don't think so, dude.
I think the only people they'll keep are the. What I hope is that after Secret Wars they do a complete reset.
He won't be Iron Man as in like have a movie.
No,
But he'll be a cameo.
Yeah,
He'll come in and make a speech. He'll
That's
come
like
in
the-
and like
that's like the acceptable to me.
Yeah.
Not preferred by any means. Preferred would be
But it won't
they take
be-
this and they literally start fucking fresh.
it'll
Just
be
completely
exactly
start
the
fresh.
same thing they did. And here's why I believe that the people I'm listening to are correct is because what they're kind of saying is that what they did with Wolverine in the new
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool, that's what they'll do with all of the legacy characters. So the versions that all the fans like the best,
Which dude, fucking
Like-
Johnny Storm.
like they all died.
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
They all
Flame
died.
on.
They all died.
Yeah.
Though. They all died.
Yeah.
And then any version that you see with that actor, it's a variant basically,
Yeah.
and a multiversal version. But when they
But
finally
the
do
new
this,
one is gonna be all fresh.
right? But
hope
when they
so.
do this, all of those guys will be the elder versions, right?
Yeah.
So, like for example, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man,
Mhm.
will become that version of Hank Pym.
Yeah.
So he'll be bringing up
that.
stature. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
And he'll be in and out. He'll be in and out a bunch of those
I see,
movies.
I hope they
but
don't, but I get
there
that.
won't be.
I just
there
hope they
won't be
don't.
another Ant-Man movie.
I see.
Right?
I think they make too much money on the brand that they've created with all of those that they have to recast them.
Yeah. Well, I don't think so. I think they're going to go with
There's
the
not
young
that many other
Avengers.
characters. There's X-Men. There's not that many other characters people give a fuck about. Yeah, I like this character and that character. You know who I go to see? I go to see Iron Man.
Well,
I'm
but-
not going to see Iron Man when it's fucking RDJ anymore after Secret Wars, when he's now Doctor Doom and all that shit. I don't give a fuck about RDJ as Iron Man anymore, unless you're
I see
going to do
what
a
you're saying.
throwback one. That'd be cool, but it'd be cool for me. Not cool like I'm going to go see it in the theaters because I'm so diehard want to see it. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping I hope they take the opportunity to hard reset. But I don't think they will. I think there's going to be at least half of the actors and actresses stay the same with half of the new ones, which I think they should just not do. I think
What
they
are
should
they
just
going to do
completely
with
start-
Loki, man?
Yeah, I'm
Arguably-
stoked for that. I love
Arguably
that.
the best character
Arc.
they've ever created.
Dude, the best arc they've done
in
whole
the
time.
MCU,
Best arc.
maybe Loki is the best.
Yep, the best arc, hands down. Yep.
You know what I mean? Though,
Because you
it's
kind of
like
like him. You're like, oh, I
longevity.
guess, whatever.
But the longevity is what
to
I'm
like
really
one of the
getting
most
at,
important
dude.
people in the whole MCU.
I'm just really getting at
Yeah.
the longevity
Yeah.
of it. Like
Mhm. Yep.
he starts off as,
And I love Tom Hiddleston. And Tom Hiddleston, surprisingly, like I've seen him outside of playing Loki, like interviews and
Yeah,
stuff like
like,
that. And
King
it's
Kong.
like
He was in
and
King
it's-
Kong.
and it's almost like, how did you pull that off? Like that's good acting. That is so not you. Where like RDJ, that's hardly even acting for RDJ. That's just who he fucking is.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
because he is a little less.
He's Will Smithing it. That's what I call it.
Exactly. Yeah. Will Smith plays Will Smith.
Except for he actually did become a real actor in Ali
Yes.
and what's the
Yeah.
other Pursuit of Happiness?
Dude, such a good movie.
Yeah. Outside of those two movies, though,
Yeah.
Steve, when you're putting these up on there, is it taking over, or are they still watching the actual
Still
podcast?
watching the
Okay, good.
Yeah. Where am I
yeah,
at? Can
this
I see me?
crazy motherfucker. Yeah, this son of a
Dude,
bitch.
Tom Hiddleston's so good too.
No, this is why I actually like having a producer is because we don't have the
Yeah.
screen here.
Yeah.
Because we used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to watch it and be like, yeah, all we're doing is sitting here watching ourselves. It was super weird.
I
dude.
do that. That's my ego boost. Come on. I like how I look.
I understand the feeling. For me, it
No,
was.
I get it.
For
It
me, it
doesn't
was a
bother me.
control thing
Yeah.
of knowing, like, oh, the signal's still strong.
Yep.
We're not lagging.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
But now it's
Now it's like, again, we were talking about this earlier.
know, I'm
for
all
me, it
set
was
up.
great for
I
my
should-
ego to let go and trust him to produce the podcast.
Yeah.
Which is why now I get super upset when he's not here.
Yeah.
Because it's like now I need to take back all the.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to switch gears
Yeah.
because it's like
It's nice to be able to know the difference, though. Like,
It's
that's
very
got to be
weird.
tough.
I hope everybody understands what I'm saying because it's like to give control over your podcast to somebody
Yeah.
else takes a lot of trust, right? And that was hard for
And
me.
it's a very trusting position to give up, too.
But then when he's not here and I suddenly have to do it all again, how I host the
you probably
podcast.
appreciate him so much more after every one of those.
Yeah, dude, you got to quit being sick, Murph. He's like, what? I
No,
wasn't listening.
Murph is here,
Same
Steve.
thing. He goes, what?
Murph
I
is
wasn't
here.
listening.
Steve is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're
Steve's
gone,
back.
it's Steve, right?
Steve's back.
No, Murph is back.
No, Steve's back.
gone.
No,
Steve's
Steve's back. Steve's back.
had
He
my
goes,
face
what? I
on my
wasn't
phone.
listening.
What? So, yeah.
No, but it seems like it's getting fun again, you know. And honestly, I don't really care. I just like having a universe to live within.
Yeah, same.
You know, that's why I loved Lord of the Rings.
Same.
That's why I love
God,
Star
I love-
Wars. That's why
Oh.
that's why I love the Marvel shit. That's why I love Game of Thrones.
It's nice to just, and
Give
honestly,
me a universe to go live
that's
with.
kind of a big reason. Like, I don't want to get too far into the fucking DEI shit, but like, that's why, like, I don't want that. No, a lot of people don't want that. I want a universe to live in to not think about any of this shit.
Oh, my
That's the
favorite
point.
DEI. Here's my favorite one that
What?
just popped up. So now they're trying to gaslight us that Aegon the Conqueror, the original Aegon the Conqueror,
From what side? I don't know.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, I stopped after they started cutting dicks off.
So
For real,
they tried. They
cut a dick off. I
now
was
they're
like, I'm done.
now they're and this isn't George R. Martin. This is everybody else in fandom.
Yeah.
Right? This is gaslighting at its finest. They're just hammering this. All of a sudden, it's like, no, he wasn't. He wasn't black. But they're trying to say he was mixed with the Valerian blood.
Yeah.
So he was black with blonde hair.
Uh-huh.
And they're trying to like,
Oh, is that the guy I've
they're
seen
trying
in
to
the
like,
previews?
they're trying to fake this into existence where Will Smith suddenly comes in as Aegon the Conqueror with white hair. And it's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, we've had artwork of Aegon the Conqueror, and we've had descriptions of him for years. Like, he looks like every other fucking Targaryen. Don't try to suddenly make this dude a completely different race. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here. This shit's getting so annoying, dude.
Yeah, it's just getting to the point where I just don't watch it, and I don't bitch. I try not to bitch about it because I don't care, and it's probably nice for some people to have, main characters that they can root for who are closer to who they are. That's cool, but I just it's not about the story sometimes, and if it's a bad story, I just don't fucking care. Even if it's fucking 6 white dudes, if it's a bad story, I don't fucking care. I just don't give a fuck.
What do you think of Quantumania? Because I actually liked it.
I did like it. I liked it. I liked it except for the ending, but I wish it would have been more. I wish it would have been
like suddenly beating him into a portal.
I wish it would have been
like,
better. They could have done a better job of him not beating him, but displacing him.
Sure.
Like if this is your big bad, one of your one-off characters shouldn't be able to beat him. He should maybe neutralize him for a second, and maybe that's what they were going for, but they didn't do a very good job of showing that it was so tough to barely neutralize him, not beat him, neutralize him, which is why you would then need the whole group and whatever, blah blah. But then all of a sudden, there's so many other kings and whatever. That was what irritated me about that. But the movie in general, I loved. I just watched it. I just watched it like fucking 4 days ago.
I really liked it too.
Yeah, I just watched it like 4 days ago because I was just. It's been a long time since I kind of put down the MCU for a while. I did watch the Marvels. It's not bad.
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
sucked.
It's not bad. I watched it on a plane, so there's nothing else to do anyways. It was nice having like the end credit scenes with Beast. Which
That was cool.
Kelsey Grammer was the best fucking
That was
choice
cool.
for Beast. I love that they did Beast like his face and everything, like the comics.
But Captain Marvel sucks.
I don't.
She
I've
sucks.
never liked
Brie Larson
anyways.
sucks.
Yeah.
And yes, part of it has to do with Murph. See if you can pull this up. Brie Larson doesn't like white guys.
Who?
Brie Larson.
BREIE.
BRIE. Brie Larson doesn't like white reporters, white reporters or something like that. But basically, she's doing a fucking MCU thing. I'm gonna set this up if we get this pulled up correctly, and she just goes like, "Can we have not so many white men in the front row?" Oh, don't pull me up this. Pull me up the video. Yeah, I don't want to hear her reply to her racist remarks. Right. I want to show the racist remarks. Yeah, because she's a cunt. Yeah. So, like, basically what I'm getting at is the core of MCU fans are
white
straight
males.
White dudes.
I know. That's the thing.
Straight nerdy white
Star Wars.
dudes.
We got to get to the Acolyte part of this if we're going to go that route, because that is hilarious.
Okay, so talk to me about the Acolyte, because I never watched the Acolyte.
I watched like 3 episodes and it was so bad.
Honestly, all I've heard is negative things. They canceled season 2, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about what was so bad.
I don't really know a whole lot. It's
what was it?
The
what
outrage.
Is the show supposed to be?
A prequel, way back.
Oh, hold on, Murph. We don't have it up on screen. Jesus Christ!
It just started. This thing just starts playing sometimes. You know.
Nope, this isn't it either.
That's not it?
Nope,
Okay.
she's on stage at like D3 or fucking Comic-Con.
This is the video. Hold on. This ad blocker thing. Killing
All
me.
right.
So the Acolyte, I watched a couple of it. It's just a bunch of people who aren't Star Wars fans making a Star Wars movie or show, and it's like
Say that again. What?
it's a bunch of people who don't know Star Wars lore, making it up as they go, and a lot of it's wrong, but it's not wrong. It's racist. That's why I'm mad, because I'm racist, not because I just know that this and this and this doesn't fit in Star Wars canon.
Okay, so explain this again.
So
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Anakin
about.
Skywalker was like the only ever created by the Force being, correct?
I don't know.
That's a thing. That's as far as I'm aware. But they just all of a sudden started this thing with they birthed twins who are like they created people from the Force, which apparently that's never happened before until the Acolyte. Now all of a sudden, it has happened before, 200 years before that, and we just forgot about it apparently. And also, there's a lightsaber like.
And if you disagree with this, if you think this is dumb,
racist.
then you're racist.
Yeah.
Got it.
All
right, Steve, pull this up. Play this.
So earlier this week, USC Annenberg's Inclusive Initiative released findings that 67% of the top critics reviewing the 100 highest grossing movies in 2017 were white males. Less than a quarter were white women, and less than 10% were unrepresented men.
Okay, so no, this isn't right either. So search Brie Larson Comic-Con white reporters. Because basically what she does is she goes, oh, God, you're killing me. That's playing again.
Oh, Jesus thing.
Oh, it's so loud. I'm going to have to... I need a button to mute that. That's what I need. I need a button to where...
No, I'll fix it.
I can fucking...
I can handle it.
Yeah, either way.
There we go. I think I might have found it. She's on stage.
Yeah, she should be sitting down, at a panel, if I remember right.
Got it. And is she with a bunch of dudes?
Yeah, I think this is it because it's some white British dude, and she finds him ugly.
Guy?
No, this
it?
definitely isn't right. No, God damn it,
Oh, well.
Murph! God damn it!
I don't want to stick on the DEI shit too much, anyways. I don't give a fuck.
Well, no, it's this woman.
And not a give a.
It's
don't
this
give
woman
a fuck.
being
like,
a straight up sexist, racist bitch.
Yeah.
And she sucks.
But
Fuck
it's
her.
the best thing to do with that shit.
And that
as much
character
as
sucks.
as much as this is a place where we talk about that stuff, the best place to handle that stuff is just ignore it.
No, it's
which
not.
I hate.
No,
but
the best way to handle it is to talk unprecedented levels of shit about it.
I love you.
That's what the
I'm
Democrats
just one of those
do.
people
Dude,
who's
the
like, you know what? I get it. Cool.
The Democrats just fucking straight up brainwash you. They just say the same thing relentlessly. Like,
You
dude,
just
have you
did that.
seen?
No, I didn't.
Have you seen these compilations,
Yes.
homie? The rhetoric, dude. The buzzwords.
Weird.
It's so cringe.
Weird.
Oh my god, I can't drink any more whiskey.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
Dude, the fucking
Oops.
it's so cringe though, the way they just repeat these phrases, and then all of a sudden I hear people on the street saying them, and when I try to have a genuine conversation, they just regurgitate these same taglines.
Yeah.
34 felonies, dude. And I'm like, yeah, do you, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, he's a felon. I'm like, do you know who was also a felon? And they go, huh? And I go, yeah, Nelson Mandela. You know what I mean?
You're
So it's
going
just like,
deep, bro.
I'm like, come on, dude, fucking fuck off. And they go, are you comparing Trump to Nelson Mandela? I'm like, no. I'm talking about the future. I'm talking about possibilities. Just because somebody's a felon doesn't mean they're if it's a violent felony like rape or murder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. Right? But you charge somebody with some obscure, distant, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Like,
the same thing that there's other people who've done.
oh
it,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
let it
Here
go.
you go. This might be no. This isn't it. But play this one because this gets weird too. I remember this one.
All right.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Sex, the different groups.
There's no competition for me because I'm the strongest, so it's just kind of like a different.
Oh, you should let her think that, but yeah.
It's not. As I've said before, it's not. It's just a fact. It's not a personal opinion, and it's not a reflection on what you can't do. But it is also kind of a reflection on all that you
It's
can't do.
just that your chest, you just know it's strong. But she's really smart, and but should we have a fight?
And she can eat bacon.
We're fighting right now. I think it's been an all-day thing.
What even
and she's
her
bacon.
co-stars
like
don't
nobody's
like her.
A lot.
All right, you can already cut this. That's still not the one I'm looking for. This is probably gonna be, if you can watch this in the background, Steve.
Yeah.
You might find the fucking spot I'm talking about because it's basically at Comic-Con, and she like literally points down at and she's like, this row here, can we have not so many white men in this row? Can we get some ladies up here and some people of
reversed.
color? It's just such a cringe moment where it's like, bitch. The
Yeah.
core fans of everything you're doing right now
The
are
people who
nerdy,
spend money on your
straight
shit
incel
are nerdy
white dudes, dude.
dudes.
Like in what I mean by incels is not guys our age who are incels. I mean young, like early pubescent boys who can't fuck. Like their only outlet is comic books and these movies. And you're gonna fucking like seriously? Come on, dude.
Thing
What
is,
are we
I
doing?
just want them
dude?
to fucking if you're gonna do that, pull the fucking
I
characters.
gotta quit complaining. Let's
pull,
stop complaining.
pull the characters from those diverse roles and make them better. Use them. There are great women and black and whatever. There are great characters of all of those. Use them.
Or you could
Use them.
also
Don't
or
just take.
here's
Don't
what you
just
could
change
also
the
do.
others.
No, here's what
Use
you could
them.
also do. Here's what you could also do. Do what you did with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all B-level characters.
Mm-hmm.
Those were not popular comic book characters. Like not even remotely.
No.
Like not even remotely. They were guest characters.
Yeah.
But you wrote them into a different role. How about you go back and you take all the black characters and all the female characters and you rewrite them well?
Yeah.
And then just do that.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to take female Superman,
Give them the justice that they need. Give the
instead of taking female Superman and shoving her down our fucking throats, or recasting white characters with black actors, dude, and patronizing the. Because if I'm black, dude, that's super offensive to me.
No.
Like you're so lazy, you're not even gonna give me my own character. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I
Make
got
new
Black
characters.
Panther. I got Black Panther, but dude died. Like, we're done with that. We got to move on, right?
That sucks. Jack
But
Boy was so awesome.
But instead of making me my own legit character again, or taking an old B character and
Yeah.
making him dope, you're just gonna like
Yeah.
throw a black dude
Yeah.
in a white role, and
Yeah.
like you expect me to be
yeah.
into that? I don't know, man. I don't like complaining anymore,
It's
dude.
just a lack of effort.
Complaining is really starting
Lack
to
of-
bother me, dude. I'm gonna complain
I
about
get it.
complaining for a moment, dude. Like so yeah. Let's be constructive about it. Let's be more positive about it. So yeah, start writing great characters.
Yeah, write good characters like that. I'm all for that.
For
That'd be
women,
awesome.
dude. Because here's
It's what
the
they
thing: Scarlet
deserve.
Witch.
It's what and I say.
Awesome.
I don't mean like
Scarlet Witch, awesome. Black Widow, awesome. Right? Like they've done
dude.
it.
And in X-Men,
they've done it.
Half of the characters that are the best are the women characters in X-Men.
Rogue,
Jean
Storm, Jean Grey, Scarlet Witch, which is already in the
Which is,
MCU now. But like, it can be done. But don't
Absolutely.
do Anna Paquin and make
Emma
her
Frost,
and-
like, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
they could make those characters so amazing.
Dude, make Rogue.
Yeah.
Don't make her Anna Paquin, who's a
I do,
meek
although because
little
because I
teenager
hate
stuck
Brie
in
Larson.
a fucking Alaskan crossroad.
Because I hate Brie Larson so much, though, I do want to see that storyline where Rogue takes Brie Larson as Captain Marvel's
And drains
powers
her
completely
power.
away. Just fucking,
Just done.
just
You're done
duns her.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah, I would too.
Brie Larson is very unlikable.
Yeah, she is.
Every video I bring up, her acting partner is just rolling their eyes
Yeah.
and like, "Bitch, don't touch me," and just
Yeah, dude. Like
everybody hates her.
Like, yeah, dude. And it's not 100% her fault because the character is super unlikable.
Yeah.
So when she's doing these bits as the character, you know, like.
Well, she's also
It's
being
also
and she's
unlikable.
also in a working within a company that is very much pushing that as well. So it's
Yeah, we're going to
you
be
know,
female dominant. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, you're not.
It's
No,
okay
you're not.
not to be. It's okay, but just make really good female characters. Just make good female characters. Don't take Iron Man and make it Iron Woman. You know, don't do that. Make a
Well,
really
they did
cool.
that.
I know. What I'm saying is, don't do that. Make a really cool female character because women deserve that. Women deserve a good, fresh
I mean,
character.
Ironheart was okay.
Kind of like
She's cool.
president. If you're gonna have a good female president, at least pick a good one.
You know where they did the best version of this?
Women deserve that.
Here's what they need to do more of. Okay.
I have a lot of strong, awesome women. They need to be represented too.
Here's what they did a great job of. Here's a perfect example. Miles Morales.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great. I love
They
that.
didn't make Peter Parker
No.
black.
No.
They did because they've been talking about this. They were like, "Oh, we're going to do a black Superman," and I was like, okay, you can do it as long as you don't make it Clark Kent." And somebody was like, "That's super racist. Why can't Clark Kent be black?" And I go, "Because he's supposed to be a white kid from Kansas who blends in the cornfields and no
Yeah.
one notices him.
Yeah.
If he's
that's the
black,
story.
he sticks out, and it completely.
It's the story.
So then, if you want to make Clark Kent black, you need to put him in, like, I don't know, a outrageously black city, right? Because there are no like. I guess you could put him in like the boondocks of like Alabama or Louisiana or something. You know, I guess you could do that. Make him a farm boy. That would actually be way more plausible to make him black, right? So just be smart about it, and then probably don't name him Clark because if you want to make it relatable for young black people, you
wanna
know,
see where you go with
like
this.
don't name him Clark. His last name could
What do
be
you
Kent.
What are you gonna name him?
I don't know.
Come on. What are you gonna name him?
Jawan.
The only
I
way
don't
it's going
fucking
to work
know.
is if
Fucking
you have a black,
Tyrone,
Asian,
fucking
Latino, female,
Jamal.
pregnant female with
Escalade.
a lisp. That's the only one.
I mean, at this point, Amon
Jamal
Ra.
Carlson, the new Superman.
At this point, Amon Ra is a black name, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, who
Egyptian.
knows what a black name is, dude? That was my favorite thing about the Trump taking black jobs thing. Like, they tried to really school Trump on this, and they were like, "What's a black job?"
Don't go there.
Oh, that's right. We don't want to talk about politics tonight.
Right.
That's right. Kyle hates
I
politics.
fucking don't do it, man.
All right. We'll steer away.
You
We'll
didn't say
steer away.
Trump,
I
you said
forgot.
bump.
I forgot. We'll
We don't need to go there either.
We'll steer away. We'll steer away from Trump saying black jobs. But he did say it. What are black jobs? Kyle, what are black jobs?
I don't know. I'm a white guy. I don't know.
Is there such thing as black jobs?
I mean, it's something Trump literally said.
Really?
He said these immigrants that are coming here because he was trying to get black people to empathize with what he was saying, and he goes,
Right.
"They're taking black jobs," and everyone was
I
like,
think it's just
"What?
general
You
jobs
think-"
that
And then the left
African-Americans have.
outraged. The left lost their mind, and they're like, "What? What are black jobs?" And Trump's like,
Trump says hi, and the fucking left is pissed. So Whatever.
I mean, here's the thing: is like,
Trump's
dude, there are a lot of black people in the South working blue collar jobs, dude. Like that's the reality, dude. And so again, once again, he said something that's factually true.
Yeah.
Factually true. And the media is trying to roast him for it. And it's like, but that's literally true. It's like when Hillary Clinton said Mexico is sending the rapists and the murderers and the pedophiles that they don't want to deal with anymore. Because they're overpopulated in their prison system. So they're deporting them and they're sending them north into our country. And then when Trump goes, they're sending their worst. Right? You remember? They're sending their worst. Suddenly it's racist. And it goes, no. Like Hillary said the exact same thing. And they go, dude, it's the context. And I go, no, it's really not. Like, they're literally saying the exact same thing. You just hate this guy and you pretend you like this. Because nobody liked Hillary. Nobody likes Kamala. It's all a fucking facade. You're pretending you like Kamala. You're gaslighting yourself at this point. Because here's what I'm convinced of. The only reason you are voting or supporting Kamala Harris at this point is that you were filled with hatred for the orange man. The orange
Which
man
is
bad.
hilarious.
That's my post. Almost every other post I make nowadays when I do political shit, which is quite a bit during political season. But it's literally...
I'm staying away from it.
But it's literally like, oh, but orange man bad. Oh, but orange man bad. Oh, but orange... Like every other post, that's my tagline. Oh, but orange man bad. Because it's like, dude, that's your argument. It's like, you just don't like him. Because, like, no matter how much negative shit I show you from the other side, you just literally go, yeah, but he's disgusting. He's gonna, and none of it's based in reality anymore. It's, like, so obviously emotional. Dude, because, like, dude, here's the thing, man. If he was going to be a dictator, if any of these things were going to happen, why didn't it already happen the first time?
He had
Get
the chance.
The fuck out of here.
He had the chance.
Dude.
Can we talk about how much wall sucks?
Yeah, let's do that.
We do that.
You been to the state fair? Have you seen the Never Walls booth?
Dude, I literally text someone.
What
My favorite stand at the booth.
There's
and
a
I
booth
took
at the state fair that says Never
Walls.
Walls.
Dude, he's the worst.
Yeah, and you can go
He's the
spin a fucking
worst.
wheel, and if you land in the fucking Price is Right jackpot, you get a fucking dope ass T-shirt with a cartoon on it, and yeah, because he's a piece of shit.
I
dude.
fucking hate him.
Tim Walz. Tim Walz, man.
Our governor. And yes, he is our governor.
And all
None
the
of this
fucking,
not my governor bullshit. He is my governor.
No,
and it
he
sucks.
is our governor.
And it sucks.
And I voted for him both times because here's
What?
the thing: the people running
God.
against him were so much
really? You didn't like
worse.
Scott Jensen?
Dude,
Really? You didn't like Scott Jensen?
he never really ran. He withdrew at the end.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I voted. I
Oh
straight
no,
up
I
voted
did
for him.
vote
Yeah,
for Jensen.
yeah.
I did vote for Jensen.
Yeah.
I did. No, you're right.
That's,
I did.
I don't talk about what my vote
Nope,
is on,
you're right.
on public things, but fucking Scott Jensen, I will
No,
totally.
you're right. I
back
did
Scott
vote for Jensen.
Jack-
I did
dude,
vote for
That
Jensen.
guy's the shit. That guy's just a good dude.
Yeah.
A good dude with the balls to fucking take the bullshit.
Nope, you're
So
right.
he's-
I did vote for Jensen.
Yeah,
I did.
I fucking
Hey,
love
I
Scott
missed
Jensen.
this. This is going back a little bit. Who would you cast as Rogue? This is going back.
Great question, and I don't know, man. Honestly, dude, like,
Hey, can I? You know who I want to be? Cyclops. Henry
it's
Cavill.
gotta be a
Henry
chick.
Cavill.
It's gotta be a chick.
Yeah.
Okay, here's who it can't
Did
be.
you get that? What I said?
Here's who Rogue can't
Oh,
be.
I was saying Cyclops.
Here's who Rogue can't be. We'll
Brie
start
Larson.
here. It can't be Zoe Saldana, or not Zoe Saldana. I'm sorry, Zoe Kravitz. Sorry, it can't be Zoe Kravitz.
No. Well, she was also.
She's in the Batman universe, but
And she's also in the X-Men universe.
it can't be Zoe Kravitz.
You know that, right? She's in
you're
the,
right. Yep.
She's the winged
The
one.
butterfly.
one.
God, she's so cringe.
Yeah, I don't mind her.
She weirds me out.
No, but hey, if you want to get into fucking casting here, I want Magneto to be Daniel Craig.
I actually really like Fassbender.
I love Fassbender too.
I
but,
say
but
you just
that,
roll with Fassbender, dude.
but-
He's young
well,
enough,
no,
dude.
here's the
He's
thing
young
is-
enough, dude. You can roll with
And
Fassbender
as much
for
as I
20
love,
years,
what's
bro.
his name? What's
Till he's 90.
Who's Professor X in the Younger Guys one? He's in Split.
Yeah.
He's amazing, but I don't like him as Professor X.
I don't either.
I don't like him as Professor X.
I like him as a young Professor X. I don't like him. I don't like him as the ultimate.
But also, he followed Patrick Stewart, who is literally the perfect fucking
even
Professor
though
X.
Professor X wasn't British, when they announced
it's okay,
him,
though.
everyone was like,
It's perfect.
Nope,
It's
that
perfect.
makes sense.
Which I'm also a massive Trekkie. I'm
Dude,
a
so
massive Trekkie.
So here, let's
Massive Trekkie.
talk about that just for a brief moment. So when they did this, okay, we were in our
Which Sir
late
Ian
teens.
McClellan is fucking amazing.
We were in our
He's
late
Gandalf
teens.
and Magneto.
Listen, when we were in our late teens, they announced Patrick Stewart is going to play Professor X. Now, listen to me. Everybody's version of Professor X in their head at this time in the world was from the cartoon, who is a stark, talking, almost JFK level, very precise. Like, I'm not doing
But
the
Americans
voice.
think British talk like that. Americans think Europeans talk like that.
But here's the point. When they announced Patrick Stewart, everybody was like, sold, and we don't give a fuck if he suddenly has a British accent.
Awesome. He's
It was
so awesome.
so irrelevant.
He's so awesome.
Like every X-Men fan in the world unanimously, and I mean unanimously, was like, he's British now, and we don't give a fuck. So then when they went young and they casted what's his name?
I can't think of his name. He's amazing.
He's still
amazing,
British,
dude. Have
so
you seen?
Now they need to make a decision: is he gonna still be British Professor X? Or are they going to go back to being the actual American Professor X? This is the question. Because if they go Daniel Craig, he's British again.
No, but that's Magneto.
But anywhere,
I want him to be Magneto.
Oh, you said Magneto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anywhere else, dude, like you almost have to start thinking American again. So who plays the new Professor X? McAvoy.
McAvoy. Yeah. James McAvoy. He's so amazing.
As soon as I saw his face, I was like, McAvoy.
But so, all right,
Great
can we just
actor.
go into
One of the best.
into how terribly they treated Cyclops in the Fox universe? In the comics, Cyclops, badass, tight ass, but a badass.
In the comics,
Yes,
he is.
and even
he is very
even 98,
powerful.
even X-Men 98, he's a badass.
He is very.
He's
powerful.
a leader. He's a badass.
He is very.
You know who needs to
powerful.
play him next? Henry Cavill. Yeah.
That could work really well.
That's my
but
my fan
I did
pick.
like the dude
Yes.
they picked.
Oh, no, Mark Madsen.
They could also.
I
go
like
with,
him, but I'm
no,
a
not Mark
Notebook fan.
Madsen,
Yes,
not Mark Madsen.
Yeah.
That's the fucking
The
Game
Fox
of Thrones
guy.
dude. They could
It's
also.
Madsen, something
Did you say
Madsen.
Henry Hill?
What?
Who'd you say?
Mark
Henry
Madsen.
Cavill.
Oh,
Henry Cavill.
Superman.
Superman. He needs to be Cyclops.
yeah.
Cyclops is fucking jacked. And he's stoic and he's just fucking jacked. And he's the dude who's like, I could fuck you up, but I won't.
I had another guy in my head, and then I lost my train of thought.
No, the guy that they had for the Fox stuff, Mark Madsen. Or is Madsen?
Oh, you know who else would be a good? He may not be tall enough for what you're kind of describing, but he would still make a great Cyclops. Is Chris Pine?
He's too much. He's too Mark Madsen to me. I love Chris Pine.
No, Chris Pine can get really serious.
Actually,
dude.
talking about casting,
Chris Pine can
was,
get really serious.
Chris Pine
dude.
was
He actually
the
might be
best,
too humorous.
He was
though.
the best James T. Kirk rebrand
Oh,
they could
yeah,
have ever
yeah,
done.
Yeah,
Ever.
sarcastic,
Perfect.
witty. And honestly, you're right.
Perfect.
You're right.
He was
he
the
would
perfect.
be wasted on Cyclops.
He would be wasted on Cyclops. Yes, I don't know what he would
Okay,
do, but
can we talk about a new Wolverine for a second?
oh yeah.
Dude, can we please get Taron
Please.
Egerton?
Okay, I'm down with that. But
Dude,
I
dude,
want Harry
dude,
Potter.
Dude,
I want Harry Potter.
dude, Murph. All right. I want you to throw this on the screen for all to see.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I want you to
I want
Google-
Daniel Radcliffe.
Fuck Daniel
Yes, dude.
Radcliffe.
Yes.
Fuck Daniel
I want Daniel
Radcliffe.
Radcliffe as the next Wolverine.
Fuck
dude.
Daniel
yes.
Radcliffe. No.
Have you seen him,
Fuck
dude?
you.
Have you seen that
Fuck
show?
you,
have you
dude.
seen that show where he's got the guns
Fuck
like stapled to his fucking face
Dude.
or to his hands?
Dude, fuck.
Badass. I
Dude.
fucking love Daniel
Here's
Radcliffe.
what I wanna
and
say
I'm also
about
a
that
Harry
idea.
Potter diehard.
Here's what I want to say about that idea. And I don't mean to be a dick, but fuck Daniel Radcliffe and fuck you for that idea.
No, he'd
Pull
be
up-
great.
Pull up Taron Egerton as
And I
Wolverine.
agree. I would
find
be
a
okay with that.
picture and throw it on the fucking
Harry
screen.
Potter?
I would
You
be
want
okay with
Harry
it.
Potter?
Daniel
No,
Radcliffe.
Fuck Daniel Radcliffe, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
Okay,
he's
first
annoying.
off, look up
He's
Daniel Radcliffe
annoying.
Wolverine.
No, fuck him.
Daniel
No,
Radcliffe
no,
Wolverine.
No, it's not
Come on,
your
Murph.
show. No,
Come on,
first
Murph.
you're gonna look up Taron Egerton. Taron Egerton as Wolverine.
Both of them I would be okay with. Both of them I'd be okay with.
Taron Egerton.
I mean,
is
you
the
halfway,
man.
buddy. Come on.
Duplicate. Yeah.
Actually, both of them, their voices are too high, so they're gonna have to Josh Brolin.
That's called
Thanos.
acting.
No, Josh Brolin Thanos, where they pitch shifted his voice down. You remember?
Oh, so acting.
Like Josh Brolin's. No, that's post production.
Yeah, you. Well, but you.
It's not acting, you bitch. You're like you end scene.
End scene.
That's called acting.
Next song. Next song. Next song. See, Daniel Radcliffe.
No, gay. No. I hate it. Gay. You show me Taron Egerton.
Actually,
Who else?
Taron
Egerton.
T-A-R
As Wolverine.
I think Taron Egerton.
And
He'd be
fuck
great.
you, Murph. I pay you.
Uncle Owen.
I'm the one who
hey,
literally
hey,
pays you.
did you know?
I do pay Murph.
Taron
By the way,
Anderson?
if any, I don't know which camera's active. I don't know which one of these motherfuckers
one.
active. Listen, I do pay Murph. Okay, Murph does not work for free. And this motherfucker just sided with this piece of shit over here who thinks Harry fucking Potter.
Avada Kedavra, motherfucker.
Oh, I hate all of you, dude.
Taron who?
All right,
Taron who?
Murph. I'm deducting
All
this
right.
from your pay.
There you go.
I'm deducting this
Don't
from
worry,
your
I'll
pay.
tip you
All I
well.
got is a woman right now.
You
Taron Anderson.
motherfucker.
No, Edgerton. Look up Edgerton. E-D-G.
Taron Egerton.
Just look Edgerton.
It's the dude from the Kingsman.
Yes, the
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Edgerton.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
What? This can't
Yeah,
be
second
done.
one. That's second one. That second one.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, you can
That one.
actually see a screen.
Yeah.
All right, we got to flip
That one.
this.
That's
All right,
it.
We're switching seats next
And
week.
actually-
Next
and,
podcast,
dude,
we're switching
and
seats.
actually,
it's over. Now that I know
Venom?
you can see
Who's
that,
Venom?
we're done.
Venom.
Right.
Who's Venom?
Hardy, Tom Hardy.
He would be the
There
best
we go.
X-Man. He'd be the best Wolverine.
How's
But
that?
they're not going to do it.
Find another picture. That's a great picture, but find another picture of actual him.
Okay. Let's see here.
Dude, because I'm telling you, dude, Taron Egerton, because he's got to be short. I'm sick of
it's this guy right here.
I'm sick of Wolverines that are 6'4". You know what I mean? Like,
that up. Hey, after that, look that up. Tom Hardy Wolverine. Dude, fan art. Oh, that.
There we go.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
that's a little pretty. He's a
gotta
little
pee again.
pretty there.
Yeah. He's
Look
got
up
the
Tom
burns
Hardy.
down.
And my problem is all of these guys' voices are a little too high pitched. You know, because I want to hear a "Hey, bub," you know, which is what made. Oh fuck! What's his name? Jesus Christ! Wolverine. That's what made Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's that voice, and fucking not. Oh my god! All I can think of is Henry Cavill. Who's the dude who actually plays Wolverine?
Oh.
What's his name?
Hold
Jesus
on.
Christ!
I got it. It is. Oh, crap. Of course they don't tell me his name.
Dude, I am drawing a huge blanket. No, he's gonna pull that up in a second. Who plays current Wolverine, dude? Hugh Jackson.
Hugh
Oh my
Jackson.
god.
Yeah. Yeah, Hugh Jackson.
That's what makes Hugh Jackson work
Right?
as Wolverine. It's the voice.
By the way,
Like he's got a great body, right? But Hugh Jackson's voice when he says, "Hey, bub," like that's
When he
what
goes,
makes
"Fuck
Wolverine.
off."
Yeah,
Dude,
that's what makes
hey,
Wolverine work.
that-
and his
that,
face. His face also is
the
perfect.
montage when they're fighting all the different Wolverines. That's when you get the Calverine, all that shit. When it's the fucking short one.
But
Bro,
this is
I
the most
lost my
interesting thing
shit.
about this. So is like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yes, he
Hugh
is.
Jackson
Perfect.
is Wolverine.
I think Cillian Murphy needs to be fucking Doctor Doom.
Cillian Murphy.
It's Cillian Murphy.
Oh, the dude with the eyes. He played Oppenheimer.
Yes. Which great movie, by the way.
God, he would be a great. You know who else would be great? Is
I don't know much of Doctor Doom either, so I can't really go too far with Doctor Doom stuff. I was never a Fantastic Four guy, and I know that Doom is other than Fantastic Four, but I've never been much of a Four guy.
What's the Ed Sheeran? No, not Ed Sheeran. It's Ed Sheehan, I think is his name. He played the bad guy in the first. Put your phone down.
I'm looking
Put
at
your
it.
phone. No, put your.
It's okay. I
fucking-
can talk while I fucking do this.
Kyle, put your phone down. We have a producer for this. Put your
I'm
phone
not
down.
looking for him. I'm looking for
that
me.
phone should be off. But
Fuck you.
I think his name is Ed Sheehan. He played the bad guy in Deadpool.
Which one?
The first one.
Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheehan.
Not Ed Sheeran.
I think it's Ed Sheehan.
Sheeran?
Sheehan.
Sheehan?
Like
Does he have red hair?
SHEEHAN.
Look up Deadpool 1.
He was
I'm
in
trying to
Game of
remember- so-
Thrones.
oh, by
he
the
was
way-
in Game of Thrones, and he had long
Deadpool
blonde
2,
hair.
fell asleep 3 times, never finished the whole thing. Cable is one of my favorite fucking characters ever, and they needed to...
This guy?
No, that's Ed Sheeran.
That's Ed Sheeran. Dude,
That's what-
Murph, I swear to God,
You mean Steve?
if you're fucking starting to troll me, dude,
It's not even
Bro.
on here. Like, he has
This
no
is why
name.
I'm here.
if this is what this
This is why I'm
podcast
here.
is going to turn into, no.
No, it's okay.
We want to be a serious podcast.
That's all they pull
This is the
up.
biggest laugh you got from me all day. Deadpool.
Guy's the only guy, Ed Sheehan. What's his last name?
I'm looking right now.
Sheehan. I
Spell it.
think.
SKREIN.
Oh, Skieran.
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 Oh, Screen.
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 S-
Skieran.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, handsome dude. Here we
I
go.
don't know. I haven't even seen what he looks like.
Jesus Christ. Fucking.
All right. Let's
Oh, him.
see.
What do you want him to be?
That guy.
Okay.
What do you
now,
want him to be?
Now find the picture of him
As
the dude from Game of Thrones. So just take his name plus Game of Thrones,
Yep.
and you'll find a picture of him. I don't remember this dude's name because it's fucking Game of Thrones.
Dude, all of the names are this close to each other, and none of them sound alike.
It's like Mohenjo-Daro, but
And
I
then
think that's actually
Mohenjo-Daro.
but I think that's actually a city, Mohenjo-Daro. But this dude, I actually hope they bring this dude back into Game of Thrones as a Targaryen, because when you see, on the left, that's a terrible version of that
It
picture.
is.
That's him?
Why is it so pixelated?
It is
because-
him. Holy
because-
shit.
Why is that so pixelated?
because Google sucks.
Okay,
and,
fix that. Fix that. You
they
can
don't
fix that,
have
Murph.
High-res images.
We can find a better photo.
Yeah, I'll get it.
That's him, though?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
And he-
dude. I stopped watching
super
Game of Thrones
compelling.
after they stopped to watch.
You know
They
why
started
they
cutting dicks off,
You know
man.
why they got rid of him in that character?
I have no idea.
He was so interesting that he was distracting
From everybody
the
else.
viewers from Daenerys Targaryen.
She's
So they recasted him with this boring ass basic brunette haired dude. And they were like, yeah, now we have our boring ass side character. Here, give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh my gosh, every picture is like just
So
crap.
Bazinga.
long story short is that dude in the right fucking makeup, hair,
Yep.
blah blah blah. You give him the
As
right
who?
role.
As who?
I don't know, but dude, he could be a great Doctor Doom.
I can see that. I just think Cillian Murphy's fucking voice and his stoicness,
Yeah.
how he is, you can just tell he's in charge every time he shows up on screen. He's in charge.
And
you can't teach that acting. You can't
we
teach
gotta
that
start-
personality.
But we
That-
got to start looking at these actors
Like
as
Daniel Craig, same.
we got to look at
In
these
charge.
actors though as like, can we? Because we got to quit killing off the villains. That's where this started with.
Which is
So
yeah.
So is
Which
this
is why
a guy,
Loki's so great.
Which is why I'm so pissed off about what happened to Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
It's like clearly old girl went nuts.
Yeah.
He got charged with
yeah,
assault,
I mean,
and now he got
wasn't
dropped.
cool,
and now
whatever,
the
but still,
entire
it's like,
storyline is dead.
Dude, and that's and
he would have been so
and the
good.
multiverse was already so hard to do correctly. I was really excited
There you
about
go.
King.
There's a good
I was
photo.
really stoked about King.
Yeah,
And
that's him.
I'm just worried that they're gonna cast someone and do like some, knock him off right away version where it's like, dude, you guys just undermined the last 8 years. Because when was fucking Endgame? Endgame was 2014, something like that. So you've just undermined the last 10 years of building up
Something like that.
something to kill him off and boom, all right, Doom.
Yeah.
Like, I know Doom is awesome, but dude, give Doom the whole fucking time, or give King the whole time with Doom there, and then like play up that ooh, he's gonna do something like whatever. You know what I mean? Like Loki, they built Loki up the whole
That's
time.
what I was
where it's
just
like,
gonna say.
where it's
That's
like,
exactly what I was
like,
just gonna
like
bring
he was
up.
there and he's not, and he's there and he's not, and he's there and he's kind of a bitch a little bit, and he's kind of in charge a little bit, and then he's awesome and he's hard to defeat for a little bit, but he's got some backing, and like there's just a lot of depth with that. Kang, there was no depth to it, but they hadn't gotten a chance to give him depth yet. And that's
right,
where
they were just getting
they
started.
were just getting started. And
that's
actually,
what I loved about the idea of him, because there was variants of him.
And I
so you
like
could
Jonathan
build this
Majors.
character.
I like Jonathan Majors. I didn't necessarily care if it was a white guy or a black guy for Kang, because he's a white guy in the comics, but who gives a shit? It's the guy with the purple mask. You know,
Sure.
Who cares? Honestly,
Jonathan Majors
but if it's
was
also
a great actor.
but
it worked.
But at the same time, if Dr. Doom and who's Mr. Fantastic, the Fantastic Four, like the main guy. What's his name?
Reed
Richards. So Kang is apparently Reed Richards or Dr. Doom's like 10 times grandson. Those are both white guys.
Or a Tony Stark variant.
But those are all white guys.
Sure.
Like you just got rid of, but you got rid of that whole plot line.
Sure.
That underlying plot line of like, that's why he doesn't ever actually kill Doom, is because he doesn't know if Doom is his great whatever. That's why he never kills Doom in the comics.
Okay. I mean I can't argue with you. I don't know.
That's why Kang never kills Richards or Doom, because they don't know. He thinks it's one of those two, and that's why they don't. And that's where it's like, I get it. Like, I don't care. And I actually really like Jonathan Majors. Apparently now I can't like him. But just getting rid of that whole storyline,
dude,
that takes a lot of explaining.
I gotta piss. I'm gonna play a song.
Play a song.
By the way, Jamal.
Jamal's here?
Oh, that piece of shit.
His ears were burning.
That piece
I know,
of
I've
shit.
been talking about Jamal all night. Every time I come on this podcast, I talk about Jamal the most.
All right, hey.
What'd Jamal have to say?
I'm gonna play a song.
His ears were burning.
Yeah? All right.
I'm gonna play a song.
Play a song.
Were we saying too many nice things about Jamal?
Probably.
Oh, that fucking piece of shit. I love that guy. He's a horrible
fucking love Jamal.
but I love him.
He
has irrational political views
that I mostly align with.
He hates animals. He thinks all animals should die. Like if you left it up to Jamal,
I think you're making that up.
This is how much of a hateful person Jamal is in regards to animals. I call him.
I just snorted in the fucking I don't snort.
I actually call him Jamala. I actually call him Jamala. I programmed him into my phone as Jamala Harris Carlson because he hates animals and he just wants death across the fucking prairie, dude. That's all he wants, dude. He wants everybody. Dogs? Yeah, he wants everybody to eat tofu.
Oh, yeah.
And bugs for protein. He's a real live off the land kind of guy.
Jamala.
Yeah, man, that's what I call him, dude.
Play your song. Let's take a break. Play your song.
By the way,
you should play some Martian River.
In case anybody just jumped into the podcast, we literally talked for like 20 minutes about how we make shit up about people on this podcast when they're not here to defend themselves. Right. So fuck you if you think this is
especially Jamal.
Any semblance of reality, dude. This is all entertainment, dude. You can't sue me. Fuck you guys.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a song.
You're gonna play a song?
Yeah, I got it.
Don't know if this will ever be over. You speak underneath your breath. Spare me all those dirty looks. You mind yourself, you mind what you took. Shine a light on backdrop eyes sewed me up was the look with the cut. One truth fractured another. It's echoing like a distant thunder. You see it before you hear. Whenever I am near, all the words that I said, they pull apart when you're near. You change me. You change me. You change me. You change you. When it comes for me, like it came for you, well, I don't know what I'm left to do. When it comes for me, like it came for you, well, I don't know what I'm left to do. When it comes for me, like it came for you, well, I don't know what I'm left to do. When sadness comes, it changes who I see in the mirror. I'm looking around and I barely recognize you. Here we are, we're just falling apart. Got sadness in eyes that barely see anyone. Oh God, what's left of me? 'Cause I'm just sloughing off. Cast these eyes aside, we've had enough.
Are we good? We good? We good? All right. No, it just
It
if you
looks
guys
like
if
this
you guys were
song is still
wondering,
trying
I
to
was just
play.
teaching Jared how to fucking do this shit. So
There we go.
I got it.
yeah, I called Jamal and said, "How
I
do
used
we
to
do
have
this?"
all this shit organized, dude. Now it's a fucking shit show,
And
and
I
it
came
drives
in
me
and destroyed it.
fucking nuts,
fine.
dude. No, you didn't come in to destroy anything. What happened is we switched to PC, which is way more powerful, but way less organized.
Ah.
And it's just not better. It's honestly, I wish I could go back to Mac with a way more powerful Mac. Because,
I got a
dude,
Mac. I went to Mac.
my shit was fucking tight.
Toit.
It was fucking tight. Everything ran smoothly, dude. We were humming for a while, dude. But sometimes you got to take a step or two back to take several steps forward. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Things got to get better before they can get worse.
I think you said they got to get worse.
Wait, they
before
got to
get
get
better.
worse before they can get better.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might have Freudian slipped it there.
Yeah. Yeah, we all wanted to get better.
So you're doing the Arson River thing, apparently.
Apparently, we'll see.
Are we doing a show in January? What are we doing?
I hope so. I talked to Andy and I said, should I see about this? And he goes, yes. I've also started inquiring about other shows for Arson River and Eon.
Okay, but here's the thing, dude. I'm going to be militant about this.
That's fine.
I'm going to be very...
I'm going to be an asshole about it. So
here's the thing. If we do a show locally in town, 45 days, 45 miles. That's the rule.
Yeah. Dude, it's the first show in 2 years. I'm not booking 2 in a weekend.
But that's the deal, dude.
No.
But I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to people who are trying to understand how things work.
First off, yes, you're right.
So,
Second off,
if we
yes,
book a
you're
show
right.
for
Third,
January 15th, here's what I'm saying. Hypothetically, if we book a show for January 15th, you cannot play in town.
I wouldn't think about it.
No, I know you wouldn't, but let's pretend you don't know. So
no,
you
let's not pretend I'm going to retard.
So,
by the way, can I just talk about the R word real quick?
No, hold on. If I'm booking you January 15th, you can't play in town between December 1st, okay?
Yeah.
45 days to January 15th, and then 45 days afterwards.
Yeah.
Which is what, March 1st?
Something like that.
Right?
Right before my 40th.
So basically, it's not real. I'm not really talking to Kyle Glidden right now. But,
I know you're not.
But guys need to understand this, and there's an importance to this because you can't dilute
Is that a thing
your
now?
draw.
Because people aren't playing at all.
Well, some people.
I also
are,
stopped paying attention a little bit too much. It's just been nice, but I'm itching for it again.
Greg's is a full 60 days. If you book a show with Greg Moog, his agreement is 60
Greg,
days.
And by the way, Greg, next time you don't have a fucking bass player, if it's not Kyle Glidden that you fucking call, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I've thought that for 10 years. I've thought that for 10 fucking years.
Moog.
Clip this and send it to fucking Greg Moog.
Murph, will you grab me a beer, please?
Fucking trained professional. I've been playing that in my fucking garage for 15 goddamn years. Because I'm a trained professional.
Dude, Greg Moog will always
By the way,
have a
yesterday,
special
I
place
think,
in my
was
heart.
it yesterday or today? 26 years ago that the best Minnesota metal album came out.
Oh, Art of War.
Art of War.
Thank you, sir.
Art of War.
That did just happen, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it was like yesterday or today or something like that.
Yeah, anniversary.
That's such a good album.
A lot of guys like that album a lot,
that was a game changer for me, bro. When I was like, wait, someone from here can do that? Yeah. You know, when you're young, you don't know. I mean, I'm 39.
I was behind the curve on that.
I'm 39, so I kind of was too. Maybe a little closer to the curve than you were, but
I was way behind the curve.
I got
so
into
anybody was closer to the curve than me on that one.
My first local show, I think we talked about this last time I was here. My first local show, like big local show. I used to be in like the Christian music scene. Like I love that shit. Like I had a bunch of friends who just were in Christian bands, and so I was like, all right, cool, this is what we do. And I went to church and I did the whole thing. But then I went to, it was my guitar player for my very, very, very first band. His dad's was a mechanic, and he was a mechanic for Steve, fucking Skyway Steve. Love Steve. And he got us tickets. And the first local show I went to was Skywind, Black Flood Diesel, Fighting Tongues, Sunset Black, Smile and Liar, I think, and First Half sold out. And I went, what?
Nice.
You can do this? And that was like my first local show I ever went to. And now I'm friends with a lot of those guys, which I love because I was way behind.
You want a real cigar, by the way?
No, I'm good.
And you done smoking them little bitch ass?
Fuck you.
Nibbies? You want a real cigar? You want a real cigar?
No, I'm good.
Fucking bitch.
No, I'd just be a waste. It's like when people offer me a beer, I'm like, no, not even. No, try it. You'll like it. No.
Your little bitch ass little acid cigars.
Does he do this often, Murph? Does he like talk down to his guests all the time?
No, just me.
I'm not. First of all, that's a lie. Second of all, I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking down to your cigars.
Choices.
Your cigars suck.
You suck.
At least I don't swallow.
That's the defining factor. Where you at, buddy? Eyes a little glazed.
Suck it, nerd.
Nerds.
No, my eyes aren't glazed, buddy. I'm just sitting in it, dude. I've learned.
Good.
I'm gonna say this is what I'm trying to do. So I'm working on talking less.
You actually, I've noticed you are. Yeah.
I'm working on complaining less.
Hosting rather than
Sure.
hosting instead of coasting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Mastering the art of listening.
I fucking hate listening to people.
I'm trying to complain less. I'm trying to
Murph
complain
is doing
less.
real good though.
But you know what I'm also trying to do is
If he wasn't
sit in
getting
it.
paid, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you
I'm
doing?
trying to sit
you
in it,
listen to
though.
this bullshit."
But the other thing is I'm trying to sit in it, which means what I mean when I say
Yeah.
I'm trying to sit in it, which is like if you make a point, let that
it-
silence
let it-
sit
yeah.
there for a moment and let your point resonate.
Yeah.
Instead of panicking and
yeah.
trying to fill the dead
Don't
silence.
cut off opinion
Or if I
time.
set up an awkward deadpan joke, let it rest.
Like me or a listener cannot create an opinion on something that was said if it's talked about right away.
Yeah.
If it's deflected right away, if it's negated right away, if it's attacked right away. You gotta let it
chew and
goose
fester.
brava, you know? Yeah, chew on it.
And that's what I mean. Like, or even if you set up the deadpan awkward joke, like, let it rest.
Yeah.
Let the steak rest before you bite back into it. Like, just chill for a second. And I've been working on that because it takes a lot of willpower.
It does.
To shut the fuck up, especially on your own podcast.
Yeah, it's your house, your place, your everything.
Everybody it's the perfect example of the Monday morning quarterback.
Yep.
Everybody knows what you should have done.
You should have done, but they
when
weren't
they're
in the
sitting at
the
home.
pocket.
A local reference would be the Initials game. Everybody comments about when they're sitting at home, they get 7.
I knew it.
They get 6 or 7. And I believe that because I genuinely get 6 or 7.
But you don't have the pressure of being there. You don't have other people listening to you. You don't
Every
have all
single
this.
person says as soon as you're in the studio playing the game, it's not the same. I believe that. I believe that. And it's the same as this.
Yes.
It's really easy to sit at home and being like, oh, Jared should have shut the fuck up and let him keep talking.
Yep.
It's really easy to do that when you're sitting at home and you're interested in that vein of that story. But when you start your own podcast and you're going, okay, how do I make this entertaining? But how do I stay entertained? And you're trying to play that game of like, okay, and this is what I default to. If I'm getting bored with where this conversation is going,
Everybody else must be.
I'm going to assume everybody else is.
Yes.
Even if I'm wrong. And there's no other way you can
No, there's not.
trust
You just
that
have
or
to-
make
you
the
just have to-
judgment call.
And and honestly, on air, being critical of you right now, you're doing very good at that. You're doing very good.
Well,
I think I've been
I'm
on here
working
once.
on it.
Is this my second or third time?
I don't know.
I think it's my third time.
It's definitely at least your second.
It's at least my second.
It's at
But I remember
least.
at one point thinking, Jared, you did not fucking give a shit what I said.
No, and I'm bad
like,
at that,
and
too.
at least like once or twice, maybe if it was only this is my second time, the first time, it was at least a point in there where I was like,
I should
am
have
I your
picked up on
guest
that.
or am I
yeah.
your fucking peon? Like,
Yeah, dude.
or am
and
I your eon?
And my buddy Kevin and Jeremy
But no,
Blake
you've
have both
come
called me
very-
out for that
you've
in
gotten very
person
good
as
at
well,
that.
though. Is
Yeah.
they've like dropped jokes in front of me, and I just clearly am not paying. And they're like, "Dude, what the fuck? That was a funny joke." And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, wait, what?
And like they explain it again, and I'm like, "Oh, that is super funny." And they were like, "Yeah, it was
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
funnier
you
the
killed
first
it.
time I said it."
Yeah.
You dick.
Yeah.
and it's like, dude, you're right, because I completely sometimes go off in my own little world just for a brief moment because something you said spawned some sort of thought, and sometimes that makes for great conversation.
Yes.
Other times I really
But it
fail.
is tough to
as a
to figure
host.
out when that is, because sometimes like I don't know. I listen when it's someone I know of yours. Other than that, I could give a fuck less, which that's a lot of people. You know, I love you. I don't necessarily love you having a conversation with someone I don't fucking know. Where other people might be different, but there's a time or two where I listen to you and I'm like, fuck yeah, I love that shit. And it's just it's a game of like, what is the general listener gonna like? What am I gonna like? What should I do to like? And you have to also kind of prod and poke, and because what we talking about earlier, like right before we started, I was like, yeah, I just don't. I'm deflecting hard, and you're like, yeah, you're making this real difficult. And I was like, yeah,
it took a little bit, but you loosened up. That's why I always tell people the third hour of the
bottle
podcast
away already. That's why
the third hour of the podcast is always the best. And
always
it's for that exact reason.
Always the best.
It always takes a while, no matter who you are, no matter what you are. And that's why I was like, hopefully we get to a point where we're talking for a half hour, just hanging out, and then Murph is like, "Oh, we're live." And I'm like, "Oh shit, we're up." Okay,
One thing, Murph, tell me next time. Yeah, tell me next time.
No, never, ever.
Pretty sure my mom heard
never,
some shit I don't want her to fucking hear.
Tell me.
I know. I'm pretty sure my mom heard some shit I did not want her to hear on this podcast.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I know she did. Love you, Mom.
No,
whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm me. What's funny is, hey, let's talk about let's talk about turning 40. Let's talk about turning 40. Yes, I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this rough.
It's rough.
I am 39. I am what is it? August right now. I am 7 months away from turning 40. I just had you're 20. No, you're 33 days away from turning 40.
Something like that.
I just had a very, very deep conversation with one of my very good friends that I'm not going to throw under the bus. My buddy from Alaska. Everybody knows who it is. Joke on. And we were talking about turning 40 because he's the same age. He's the exact same age as you and I. He's November. So he's a month after you.
Right.
It's him, you, him, me. And I'm having a blast with it. Like, I'm having a blast with it. But I had a hard time with 30. 30 was really hard for me.
No shit.
Yeah, 30 was super hard. Like, I probably partied and went more abrasively adolescent than I ever had because of turning 30. Like, proved to myself and proved to everybody else I'm not getting old. And I already went through that. The 30 was my like.
Is that when you still had dreads, or is that when you first?
Yeah,
cut them off?
I had dreads. So I got my dreads when I was 20. I had dreads from 24 to 34.
Okay.
So I had dreads during that, and I was also at 30. I was just going through a breakup as well, so that didn't help at all. That was like my one that got away, kind of thing. And
the one that changed you a little bit.
Yeah,
those are tough, dude.
Yeah, that was one of the toughest times of my life.
I think every man.
That's
in
the first
his
time I
life,
ever went to the doctor for depression, which I needed to for fucking 20 years.
I think every man in his life has 3 of those girls.
I have one. I have one specifically.
Well, then you got 2 more before you find the one.
Yeah, no, I have one.
That's why you got to hurry up and get back out there, because I'm convinced you have 3 of those girls before you find the one.
I've started to figure out.
You gotta literally
out my role.
I think you gotta literally strike out if we're going straight up baseball. You gotta literally strike out. I think you literally have to have 3 actual strikes. And get out.
I've had the.
And then your next at bat.
You try this.
Then you actually get the fucking.
You fucking slob, bro.
You smoke cigars weird. Do you? Yeah, you.
Dude, you sucking dick over here? Or
so
what?
Here's what you do. Here's how you smoke a cigar properly, you fucking weirdo.
With that lube, I'd come so fast.
That's why I don't share cigars with other men.
Right? Button bar.
No, there is no button bar.
You need a button bar.
Here's how you actually smoke a cigar properly.
I'm going to tell you right now how to make your podcast better. Button bar.
Fuck you.
That right there.
So check this out. This is
you
how you
smoke
actually
cigars
smoke a cigar
like dick.
properly. Here's how you
Button
actually
bar.
properly smoke a cigar.
I don't care.
And you can pull up a video of Arnold Schwarzenegger
I love Arnie.
describing how to smoke a cigar properly. So this is what you do, okay? And Arnold's gonna back me up on this. So here's what you do. You guys who do this weird,
you
guys do this weird like I'm gonna kiss the tip of it like. That's not what you do. You put your fucking teeth right before that ribbon, and it's a gentle.
Yeah, tell me. Does that feel good? Yeah, I like that. Oh, yeah.
And it's a gentle hang, dude. It's a gentle hang. I don't like your voiceover as well. I'm trying to describe it. I'm not into it at all. It's. Do
it again. Hey, take two.
I'm gonna take 2, but I'm not endorsing this description. We're doing this for the clicks.
All right.
Are you ready?
Are you
wanna
gonna
hear,
do? Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
Audio?
Oh, a little bit.
Without audio. You're going to do a commentary on it, so audio.
Yeah. No, just play.
City,
Just play.
1989. I went to a 5-star restaurant, and I
Okay, this
ordered
actually
a
isn't the
cigar.
right video.
Then I took the cigar,
But this video
took the
will do.
humidor, and the
This
guy
video will do.
took it out of my hand and he says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Before you go and smoke this cigar, let me do a little bit of spicing it up." And I said to him, "What do you mean spicing it up?" So that's what he did. He took.
I've done
cedar
this, and this is
from the
interesting.
humidor,
It does work.
tore it off, and then
This is real.
he went.
Does he have
and poured
So that's
some
cedar.
tequila.
So that little thing he broke off, that's cedar, which it helps.
And then he took the tequila,
pause this,
put
Steve.
it down, and
Pause
took
this.
this cedar.
Okay, so the cedar, the reason cedar is so common in cigars is because cedar is toxic to tobacco beetles.
So it's like the white male in life.
Oh my God, I hate you right now so much. Yes, unfortunately it is a good analogy that you just did, you piece of shit. But so basically tobacco beetles, cedar is a natural pesticide to tobacco beetles. So if there's tobacco beetle seeds in the tobacco, in the cigars, okay, because it does happen every once in a while, as soon as they hatch, the cedar kills them. It suffocates them.
Yep.
So it's fine. You'll never notice it. But if you don't have cedar, what happens is the fucking beetles will burrow out of the cigar, and you'll just have a random hole in the side of your cigar, and you're like, "What the fuck is this hole?" That's a tobacco beetle. Very common.
It's like that Disney.
It's a quality
It's like that
control
Disney
issue.
superhero that no one
It's
cared
a
about.
quality control
the blue
issue.
beetle.
So Steve, keep playing this video now. So that's why you always have cedar sitting around if you smoke good cigars. Yep. So you
that's
start
why
painting
bourbon
it.
and cigars go so well together.
But that's tequila. You can do it with bourbon. You can do it with rum.
Are you much of a tequila
The
guy?
cigar.
Yes.
And then
Reposado.
what he did was he rolled it. He rolled it.
Really?
A Blanco,
Then he went to me like this.
I'll go to Blanco.
And then, you
Nope,
can't
that-
have it yet. He lit it.
Yep. And if you actually
You've
do
been
this,
through
this
this
is
whole
actually,
song and
this will
dance,
change your
And
cigar.
I just love watching
And when you
everything.
do it, it
Now,
really
when it was
highlights
like
a lot
this,
of the blemishes in the tobacco leaf too.
He was putting it into my mouth. and
It's
he
a
kept
really
lighting
different
it.
way to
put it
experience
in your
cigars. And I've done this. See how you see
Then-
the blotches on there?
Yeah, where it's wet.
He grabbed it out of my mouth again. I said to myself, this guy's an idiot. What is the matter with him? And now
He's
he took it.
the story
and he
he's
put
telling
it
is when
in
Arnold's in his
tequila.
prime, by the way.
Dude, I fucking
Then I
love
looked
then
at
you
it
dip the-
and said,
Arnold's in his prime
So
now.
that's the thing is you
he
dip
went
the
back
tip.
and put it in my mouth. Oh,
Now you smoke
just
it.
like that. I went,
See how he's got it
Oh
in his
my
teeth?
God.
Yeah.
That's how you smoke a cigar.
That's fine. I get it.
this cigar. I said, what cigar is that? This is a Monte Cristo. What is this?
It
It
changes
doesn't matter.
the flavor of the cigar when you hold it in your
Yeah.
teeth.
This is
That's the
after
point.
what I have done. It doesn't matter what cigar it
It's like
is.
wine when
It's
you bring
Cuban
it
or
back.
Dominican Republic.
Can we have a?
but where
Can
it
we
is
have
made,
a?
it makes no difference. It's
go
like
ahead.
a-
Now
one or
you
two
can-
other
you can
people
hear
here as
this.
well, and have a
This guy-
cigar podcast.
Yeah, for sure. I do it. I have Marco V on every once in a while. I'm going to try to get those guys on again because they own a
I
cigar
want to be
company.
here as the newbie,
Okay, we'll do
as
it.
literally the newbie.
We'll do it for sure, and we'll do a sampling because Steve needs to do that too. So we'll schedule that. I'll try to book that for November.
Murph.
He's doing well right now, so Murph. But yeah, we need to figure out
We'll
what
get
guys
Ben on,
like.
too.
That's
Yeah?
what you
You'll
guys
like
got to
Ben.
figure out.
Yeah.
He's a
But-
trip.
But I'm serious. When you smoke a cigar and you put it in your teeth and you get a proper puff on it,
Yep.
the next step is you hold it in your mouth
Yep.
and you just seriously practice holding it in your mouth. And while you're holding it in your mouth, breathe in and out through your nose. So it's and then once you learn how to do that, you slowly start pushing the tobacco out of your mouth while you're still breathing in through your nose. And then you're finally experiencing a full cigar. So it's like this. It works like this. You go.
Yeah.
And when you do that, and you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose as you're pushing it out of your mouth. The flavor, the profile, it all completely changes, and it's no longer you puffing on a big fat cigarette.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem is people try to smoke it like a cigarette.
Yeah.
And not only
honestly,
do you look like an asshole,
that's why
but
I
it's
do.
not as enjoyable as what these people put a lot of time and effort
tell you
into.
right now, I'm
a purist, dude.
I
am
that person. I am that cigar smoker. I am the one who I smoke it in place.
We're going to fix that.
Yes, I would love to.
We're going to fix that.
I'd love to. Can we fix my lack of bourbon first? Not you, McClellan. Do you have any like bourbon?
No, I do need to get some fucking... Dude, you know what I need to do? Is I need to get some fucking... have you ever had Cascade whiskey?
Yeah, oh yeah. Do you have some?
That is... No, I need to get more.
Are you giving me a McClellan, are you?
A little bit.
Fuck
a little bit.
Whatever. I may be sleeping here tonight. If you're as good of a fucking podcast host as that fucking cigar says you are.
Do you want a cigar?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
Dude, this is a way better cigar than what you smoked.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not here to tell you you're wrong or tell you you're right. Maybe.
I know everything. I'm just kidding.
Welcome to the Jared Dinger podcast.
Do you remember that Ron Swanson?
No, that's a
more
button
than
bar.
you.
That's a button bar right there. I know more than you. Welcome to the Jared Dinger podcast.
Murph, do you know what I'm talking about? Can you pull that up? Ron Swanson, I know more than you. It's like a 9-second clip.
This just says
this is me at Home Depot for real.
Do you need any help? I know more than you.
Dude, I actually
Ron Swanson is my favorite character ever.
So I ordered some gear from Sweetwater.
Which actually, so have you seen The Last of Us?
Yeah.
The show, not the game. The game is what made me want to try to be a video gamer. You're a gamer, right?
A little bit.
I'm not. I tried.
I'm a weird gamer. I'm a weird gamer.
So hard.
I'm not a normal gamer.
I put about
I have niches.
Probably about I've been at my place 3 years. I was at my apartment 2 years before that. Year before that. So about 7 years ago, I was like, I need to stop going to the bar. Like I'm a degenerate. I need to stop going to the bar. Like I need to do this. And I went, you know what might help? Video games. All of my friends play video games, and that's why they're not at the bar. I go, dude, what's up? You going to the bar tonight? And they go, no, I'm playing
Call of Duty.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck you, whatever, blah, blah. But then I thought about it. I was like, dude, that is so much cheaper.
It
and then
can
finally,
be.
and I went, all right, you know what? I need to try. Because the last time I was like a real diehard video game guy.
It can also get expensive really
Yeah,
fast,
I know
too.
that. Yeah. Ask Jared Perry, my fucking roommate. I know all about it. But I about 7 years ago was like, yeah, I need to try to change some shit. I need to change the going out to the bar every night, whatever. So I'm gonna and I needed a new PlayStation. I needed something for my Netflix, anyways. So I bought a PlayStation. What's the current one? 5?
Sounds right.
Whatever. I had a 4 then. I have a 4, and I still have a 4. And with the 4 came The Last of Us, and what's the? I don't know. The Last of Us and like two other games. I put a solid 55 hours in between mostly The Last of Us and another one. I don't fucking care. Dude, I want to watch. I don't. As soon as I'm going, I put it, throw it against the fucking wall, get rid of the console, don't care anymore.
Have you ever played those fucking God,
I either want like Nintendo simple boop bloop boop 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 bloop, or I want to watch.
There's this company that put out story-based games, and I forget the name of the company that did it, but they did. They did like
what is this? McClellan 12?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's just 12.
Yeah, I want to see it.
I'm not putting it on camera. But anyways.
Oh, okay.
Long story short, if you.
Speaking of, we need to get back to the R word.
What the fuck were we talking about? We were just talking about video games. Oh, there's this style of video games, and they were
Tetris.
No. They're like story-based.
What's your
games.
favorite video game style?
There was a couple let me finish this. There was a couple like Walking Dead games, and there's a Game of Thrones game, and basically, it's very little. It's very little gameplay. It's
Story.
very much story based, and you make decisions.
It's A to B gets you to C.
It's like Dragon
Restart.
Slayer, but a little.
And
better.
you make decisions, and it's
I hate
it's
those.
very much.
I hate those.
Oh,
But I don't. But I also don't have the. I don't have the patience for more than that. But more than that is what I want if I play video games.
What was
That's
the
my
question you
commitment.
just asked me, by the way?
What kind of video games do you like?
That's what I said. I'm a weird gamer, so I'm very niche. So I like all the sports games.
I'm niche, but I don't like the effort that my niche requires.
So I play all the sports games: football, baseball, hockey, basketball.
Watch.
I like building the franchises.
Yeah,
and
I'm
like
a
drafting
big- I'm a big,
players and developing.
you know-
I that's my deal, right? In all 4 sports, I'll do it in all 4 of them. And then
really? What's of the 4?
football? Not close.
Then what?
As far as knowledge or love?
Nope. Gameplay, franchise mode.
That's such a weird question because
Answer it.
because the hockey is the best.
I hate hockey. I wish I did. I didn't.
But the guys who make the hockey game clearly love hockey more than the guys who make the football game love football.
Oh, dude, basketball games.
It's not close. Like the best.
Well,
made
football's
game is
so
always
big.
The hockey
Hockey might be just not big enough where everybody wants to work on a hockey game. Everybody wants to work on a football game.
Well, they always give the hockey game to like EA Montreal or whoever. Like it's always in some city or some area.
I
where
hear
hockey
Montreal
matters.
and I think hockey. So
that's what I'm getting at.
yeah.
And Madden's always been a cash grab, so it's a tough call. It's really tough, dude. Like baseball is actually the most fun for me because I do a lot of like play the player.
Yeah.
So I'll be the starting pitcher.
So
or
Jared,
I'll
my
be the
roommate,
relief
my roommate who
pitcher,
works for me, he plays baseball,
and
and
you
he's
can
Jared
only
Perry
play in that scenario
as a player,
Yep.
and he's basically franchise mode or whatever, but with a player
Yep.
for a career.
Yep.
That is wild to me.
Yeah,
I stopped playing video games like
you can
way
do that
before that
so
even
you
started.
can do that in
Way
every
before it
single
started.
game, but
Really?
it's the best in baseball.
That's what he told me.
Because
That's what he
it's
told
like,
me.
dude, like, because I was a starting pitcher when I played baseball. Like, I
Yep.
won the state championship
I
as
was,
the
I was,
starting pitcher, right?
I fucking
So-
hate baseball. I was at a baseball game last night, and I was like, and surprisingly, I was
But
the one
for
who wanted
me,
to
it's
stay.
a big
but-
deal to be the starting pitcher,
Yep.
right? And
Mhm.
so you can start a career, and you're the starting pitcher, which means you
Which
play
won
once
every 7
5 games.
Yep.
Yeah.
5, whatever.
Or what I learned in the game, the most fun
Shortstop,
is being
second
the
base.
relieving pitcher. Because I love
Because you
pitching.
play every game. You end every game.
Yeah.
You finish.
As long as my team's up.
Yeah, you finish every game.
As long as my
Yeah.
team's
Oh, that
up.
makes sense. That makes
right?
a lot of sense.
But you only come in scenarios.
But
So
you're-
so it's the ultimate virtual version
Yeah.
of team sports
Because it's
you're
simulate,
only
simulate,
allowed
simulate,
to play the
boom.
role where
Like,
you're allowed to play.
yeah.
I'm not allowed to take over the shortstop
No.
and make a heroic catch.
But you're-
all I'm allowed to do is throw this fucking slider
Yep.
because he thinks it's
you
a
simulate
fastball.
until you have to not simulate.
Right.
Basically.
And you can't
Which is
play
great.
anybody
which is
else
awesome.
other than
you simulate until
Dude,
you're
and when you're playing pitcher and you
makes-
got to fucking back up third base, or you got to fucking
Yeah, you
make-
gotta like make
dude,
sure like
or you
you
gotta
this play you gotta go here and
or you got to fucking run
or-
up on the bunt,
or-
dude.
or,
Dude, I love it. I love it. I love it.
You
I
know,
love it.
hit to the first baseman. You gotta run to the first base and like catch it.
So it's hard to give you a
I don't-
straight
I don't know
answer,
baseball at all.
but that's basically what I'm getting at.
Dude,
Like,
that
my
sounds awesome.
Still to this day, my favorite is always football.
Yeah.
Forever will be because I get to build
Okay,
the whole
outside of
franchise. I get to do the
sports,
whole thing.
What's your favorite video game?
But the
Zombie
okay.
Apocalypse.
Okay, so I love
You played The Last of Us?
Civilization.
Dude, like the
Turn-based.
yes. Oh my God. Can
Command
we-
and Conquer,
Is it?
dude.
Is there a?
I play Civ 6 religiously.
Hey, I forgot about Civilization. Can we
Dude,
can we
I
start doing some Civilization
You wanna
shit?
play Civ?
For real, dude.
Dude,
I've
I'll
been,
fuck with some Civ.
I need to get
Yeah,
back
dude.
into it.
It's so fun,
dude. I've been playing
Civ 7's
Civilization.
coming out in February. Civ 7 is coming out in February.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yeah. Honestly, I
I'm
think they're
in.
going to ruin it, though. I'm not looking forward to Civ 7 because they're changing it. They're changing the whole dynamic.
Is it
of
still?
The game.
Is it still like
It'll be
turn-based?
turn-based, yeah.
Because
but-
I love turn-based.
Me too. I don't like RTS.
Like
I don't
I
like
hate
RTS.
I hate playing Monopoly with my family or with whoever, but I love turn-based games. Like I've got several games on my phone.
Stellaris is the only RTS game I legitimately play.
What's
and
RTS?
I suck real-time strategy.
Okay.
So it's the same thing as Civ, but it's a play
And wait.
or pause
Yeah.
or fast forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not turn-based. So
Okay.
Civ is turn-based. Everything else is basically RTS. You know what I mean? So Age of
Okay.
Empires,
Yeah.
like
That's
almost
what
everything
actually
is
that's what kept me
RTS.
away from Age of Empires, and that's what kept me at Civilization.
It's too stressful, dude.
I love.
It's like,
I love
this
turn-based.
thing's on a timer for
because
5 minutes
honestly,
over here. This
I have a
thing's
life.
3 minutes.
If I want to stop, I can stop, and I'm right back where I was at.
Yeah, I hate
I love
real-time.
turn-based. I love
dude,
turn-based.
real time is so stressful, dude. I love turn-based because when my wife yells at me and she goes, "Babe, can you come start the smoker? We're gonna cook dinner." And I go, "Yep, hold on." Boom.
4
and then
hours
I
later.
and then I go next turn, and that little clock starts turning, and I just get up and walk away.
Yeah.
Because no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Right, and then I got to come back, and sometimes I'll hit next turn, and then I'll watch what happens.
Yeah. You
and
go,
then
"Fuck."
I just kind of go, okay, now I know what I'm doing
Yeah.
when I come back.
Yeah. But then
But
4
in
more
real-time
turns happen by the
strategy-
time you get back.
No,
Or
because
a
it's
bunch of
turn-based.
shit.
No,
Oh.
because it's turn-based, so it comes back
Oh,
around to
I get what
me,
you're saying.
right? So it's like, no, this is where we're at. Like, we're able to just pick up and leave off. Quick save, close
Will
the
you
game
try
down,
to get
and
me
we'll
back
pick
into
up.
video games?
I mean, if you want to, dude, you know what's
Turn-based,
really
though.
coming out? Here's what is really
I
coming
want
out.
to say I want to play
GTA
Civilization,
6, dude.
Fuck GTA.
Dude, GTA 6
yeah,
is
that'd be
coming
cool.
out.
Whatever. If I can punch some hookers and fucking whatever. Yeah,
No,
cool.
dude. Okay, you want to know how GTA's fun? You
By punching hookers.
No, you join a fucking crew and you go online and you fucking.
Are you the
raid
king?
Dude, yeah. You know Jason Reed? You know Jason Reed?
Fucking Jason Reed.
So
Hi, Jason.
him and I started a massive posse in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And Red Dead has live
Yeah.
like gameplay,
Yeah,
right?
dude. Yeah, and so
Dude,
that
I'm
all those
so jealous
posses,
of all you motherfuckers.
all those posses and gangs, dude, we're reuniting in GTA 6. So from day one,
Yeah.
we're gonna roll like 30 deep. dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So we're gonna immediately just start
You just show
mauling
up like,
people,
what's
dude.
up, motherfucker?
Yeah, dude. And all of this, here's the thing, all of this was pre-decided
Yeah.
when we formed our posses in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
So we already have a format, we already have a hierarchy,
Yeah.
we already have structures.
Where are you in
like,
the hierarchy?
I mean,
Pretty low.
baby, I'm number one.
You're pretty low, aren't you?
I'm number one. No, I created the
all
whole
the
thing.
number ones. All the people who say they're
Actually,
number one.
technically, I'm number two because I don't actually want to run anything
Hey,
because I
Jason.
don't have enough time. Jason is also a number two. Yep. So-
That means you're 2A or 2B.
So we don't really have a real number one. Basically, it's a bunch of dudes.
Oh, so it's
who
not a
like-
hierarchy like you said.
Well, it is. That's the top of the pyramid, but missing that little chunk, right? You know how the pyramid's flat, right? So there's
No, a pyramid is not flat.
yeah, but the pyramid is
No.
flat. It's missing the top.
No.
Yeah, if you go look at the pyramid of Giza, it's missing the top.
Yeah, and that's why they're not around anymore.
Right. Okay. Cute story, bro. But long story
It's
short
correct.
is like
Am I wrong?
we
Am
have,
I wrong?
We have
Did you die?
like four of us up there. We have like four of us up there that really kind of ran things as like a little.
So why don't you all
Council?
at the peak, not number 2?
We are. We're all at. The
You said
peak
number
together.
2 though.
Because nobody really wants to run it. That's what it really is, dude.
It's a lot of work.
Everybody's just kind of like
a lot of
pushing
work.
the buck to the other guy.
Oh fuck!
It is.
Oh fuck!
So we were just kind of like, so here's how we're going to do this then,
Yeah.
because nobody wants to run it on their own. It'll be like a delegation
Yeah.
almost, you know, like.
If you're here, you're in charge. If I'm here, you're in charge.
And back in the day, we had different roles, right? And one of the guys had a role
They're better.
of like,
way better now.
one of the guys had a role of like, you're going to run the YouTube channel. And now it's
Oh,
like
different role.
we all have YouTube channels, so now
Oh,
it's
wait,
a
we don't talk
completely
about
different
drugs
game. Listen, man, you don't want to talk about drugs,
No, drugs are bad.
okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, can we tell about South Park real quick? Bro, so the pandemic special. I've never laughed so hard in my life.
Did you like that one or the
Yes.
end of obesity
Nope,
one better?
that one. The
Did
pandemic
you see
special.
Lizzo's reaction to?
Oh, she's like losing weight now.
Did you see Lizzo's reaction
Yeah.
though?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Murph, pull this up.
Oh,
Lizzo reacts to South Park.
It's like it hurts a little bit, but it's like no, that's what people need. Certain people need some hurt. You know what? The reason why I'm less of a piece of shit is because certain people have been like, don't. And that don't came in harsh ways sometimes.
Right.
And that I'm okay with that. I don't ever want to hurt someone. But I'm not going to stop you from being hurt with something that will help you.
You find it?
Yeah.
Dude, she's down like 100 pounds. Have you seen
Good
this?
for her.
Have you seen this?
Yeah,
good
for her. No,
dude.
I mean, she's gonna need.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, this is it.
Dude.
This is definitely.
And
now unmute this and then hit play. They can hear this,
dude. This is so funny. Oh my god.
I've been referenced in a South Park episode.
Yeah, the Grammy winner was included.
God damn it! This is not the right video.
The end of a special, which aired Friday night.
Murph.
YouTube failed me.
Hey, you're being real bad about your name calling.
You're right. God damn it, Steve. God damn it, Steve.
Murph.
You're right.
Okay.
Steve.
So we have
You're right.
Lizzo Reacts. We have
You're
Lizzo
right.
Reacts Park mocking her. Man, you can't find the original video anywhere.
Just type in original and put it in quotes.
Okay.
I believe in you, Murph.
Original.
So you want to start a
South Park
podcast?
just dropped a new.
You're gonna do it in your compound. in
Yeah,
that
I've told you about
outbuilding?
that, right? I've got my.
Yeah.
You got to come see it.
Well, you invited me up to do my podcast up there, which I might take you up.
Let's do that sometime. Can we do your podcast at my place and we figure all that out?
Well, I might want to talk to you about moving my podcast.
I'd
up
be
to your
all
place.
about that. All about that.
I'm serious because everybody wants me to get out of here, including me.
It's tough.
Dude,
Your location is tough.
well, actually, the location is prime because it's central.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Right.
We're not gonna go there.
I mean, I've said it out loud. It's the
Yeah.
hood, and
You
some
live in the
people
hood.
freak out about coming to the hood.
What are your bathroom facilities like?
But at the end of the day, no. At the
Murph
end of the day,
knows.
it's
Hey,
very
Murph,
simple.
You know what? I'd invite you before I would invite Jared.
That's hurtful.
Oh.
Murph, pull the clip.
You know what else
Put
is
the
hurtful?
clip up.
You know what
God
else is
damn
hurtful?
it.
This video. That's why she lost that much weight. Good for her.
Here,
You know
the
what?
most
Maybe it'll change some
painful-
shit in Jared's fucking life.
The most painful thing
Oh,
in this,
I'm getting loud.
the most painful thing happening right now is how long it's taking to get this fucking clip up
It's-
on there.
Well, between ads that I have to wait 50 seconds for.
I need to subscribe to YouTube Premium. Then
Yeah.
we might be going to the State Fair.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay. I think he's
Monday
got
morning.
it on
Monday
here.
morning.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's-
Monday
let's
morning.
see if this is
Honestly, let's continue the conversation.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, for real.
I'll come up.
Yeah.
I'll come up. I'll come up to you, please.
All right. Let's see. Is this is that same video?
Okay, but we can't see it because you're doing all this off screen.
What? Oh shit.
So
Yeah. Hold on.
you brought up
Okay,
something.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
Okay.
unmute it. We'll go back a little bit. Go right to that dude. Okay. There we go.
There you go.
I've lowered my standards and my expectations.
And that was pretty much Lizzo's face for the entire 45
God
second
damn
infomercial
it.
until her special
not it?
album made an appearance.
Serious side effects may include pancreatitis.
Oh, it's about a guy talking about her reacting. Yeah, try to find the original. It's freaking ridiculous.
Either way, she was hurt, and I don't ever want to see anybody hurt by fat shaming, by any kind of shaming. But at the same time, I laughed really, really fucking hard. And what's awesome is, since then, that was months
Dude,
ago.
it's so
That was
funny.
months ago. Now, all of a sudden, the next new thing about Lizzo is Lizzo's like on a fucking mission, and you can see.
Yeah, that's the start of
I
it.
got it. Okay. Yeah.
Finally
And like,
found
I'm
the
not trying to be.
original.
I mean, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. Okay, so you want to start a podcast? Okay,
There we go.
it's muted, Steve.
Yeah, I know. I gotta restart it.
My worst fear has been actualized. I've
She's
been
from Minnesota.
referenced in a South Park episode. I'm so
Which
scared.
baller.
I'm gonna blind
You're in
duet
Po-
to
you're
it
in
right
South
now.
Park.
Here we go.
I'm telling you, Sheila, these new drugs are pretty amazing. I was feeling so ashamed of myself, watching Randy go out and exercise all the time and not eating as much. But I just don't have the same kind of willpower he has.
Which of the drugs are you on, Sharon? Ozempic, Manjaro?
Oh, no, I talked to my doctor. He said insurance would only pay for those if I had diabetes.
But if you can't afford them, then how are you managing your weight?
Don't you know, Sheila? Now there's a whole new obesity drug for those of us who can't afford Ozempic and Mounjaro. I've controlled all my cravings to be thinner with Lizzo.
Look at her face.
FDA-approved Lizzo makes you feel good about your weight, and it costs 90% less than Ozempic.
I've lowered my
And you don't have to
standards
do anything.
and my expectations.
And my
In case
expectations.
studies, 70% of patients on Lizzo no longer cared how much they weighed.
I don't give two shits.
Lizzo helps you eat everything you want and keep physical activity to a minimum.
Have you seen this,
Some
Steve?
patients report constipation
You haven't
while
seen
listening
this?
to Lizzo. Stop listening to
Oh,
Lizzo
I
if
fucking
you
love
experience
South Park.
suicidal thoughts.
Dude,
Serious
and
side
I
effects
hate
may
that
include
she's going
pancreatitis.
through some shit right now.
Fucking album!
Are you living with concerns of
Dude,
obesity?
South Park is amazing, but she is hurting right now, and that sucks. But what's awesome is I've seen her.
I just feel like, damn, I'm really that bitch. I'm really that bitch. I really showed the world how to love yourself and not give a fuck to the point where these men in Colorado
Those earrings, though.
know who the fuck I am and put it on their cartoon that's been
But-
around for
but-
20
okay,
years.
now, but now, go to her weight list.
Pause.
Now
Okay,
go to her
now-
weight loss.
Now
Go to
she's
her weight loss.
suddenly on Ozempic,
Yeah,
and
no,
she's trying
dude,
to get
no,
fit.
but for real, like,
Hey,
and
I'm
I
on
want to
Look it up, look
I
it
want to
up.
take this in a good fucking positive way. Now go to her weight loss. She is fucking killing it right now. And you know what?
Can you do this the
Yeah,
other
I know,
way?
I know. I'm fucking.
No, because the cameras are pointing this
Fuck
way.
the camera.
No, I'm into your vibe, but do the whole thing the other direction.
This way.
Yeah.
Dude,
There you go.
but there's no kid. You got to put a video over here.
I know.
I have
Actually,
18 video. I have 18 fucking.
you want to see
cameras at my
something?
place.
You want to see something? Look,
No, I don't want to see anything.
there's a TV monitor over there. So that was the idea originally, and then there was going to be one behind you. Eventually,
Let's
we're
just
getting
join
there.
forces.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
And I have 18 parking spots. I'm not kidding. You got to see my
No,
place.
for real. Look, we'll talk about it. We'll talk
We
about
will.
it because we got to get the fuck
for
out
real.
of this house.
But
dude.
no, for real. Look at her weight loss now, and like I'm not trying to say like fat shaming is okay. It's not. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But for real, since then, her new thing is her losing weight, her caring about her body, her caring about her wellness, and she is killing it. And you know what?
And that's what it
And you know
boils down to,
Fuck
dude,
South
is
Park
just
for
trying
doing
to
that.
live a little
I laugh my
longer,
ass
man.
off because
Dude.
it's fucking funny. But at the same
No,
time,
but- no,
good
here's
for
the deal,
them
dude.
and good for her because
Dude,
she
here's the
took
thing,
it.
man.
She goes, "I need to change," because she did need to change.
That's the reality, dude. Is here's the thing, man. Like,
hearing something,
Lizzo,
hearing something tough isn't
Lizzo-
always racist or fucking whatever, bigoted
Lizzo-
or whatever.
Lizzo-
Sometimes hearing something tough is what you fucking need to hear.
Lizzo, Adele. These women,
Dude, look at
these women are spectacular level musicians.
Their talent
and
level
I
is
want them to
unbelievable.
live longer.
Exactly.
And the only way that happens
Is by not- yep, is by-
taking stress off the actual
Why
heart.
do you think I
The
try
heart-
to eat
the
better?
heart
I
can-
want to live longer.
Dude, the heart cannot handle
It can't.
that
It
much
can't.
weight.
And that is fact.
It's too much.
Trust the science.
What do you got for us, Murph?
Ads. Lots of ads.
A lot of ads.
We
No,
got to get
it-
YouTube
okay,
Premium.
wait a minute.
It's official. We got to get YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Is this,
Subscribe to the Patreon.
I don't think this is it because. Okay.
Dude,
so,
do you have any idea? I got to LLC this fucking thing so I can start writing off the liquor and fucking. Dude,
Let's do it.
Do you have any idea how fucking expensive it is to run this podcast? I've talked about it openly. I'm not trying to guilt trip anybody, but
Guilt
like,
trip me all day.
no, dude, I'm
Please.
serious.
Please do.
The-
That's how you get me to do shit.
Dude, between the electric bill, fucking making sure we have strong enough internet, blah 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 blah. Dude,
That's not
there's
Lizzo.
there
Wait, is it?
No. There is so much that goes into doing
It is.
something like this. If you want to do it right,
This is it. This is it. This is it.
and we're not even doing it right.
No.
Like, we're still a shit show.
Very close. But
Have you shown yourself some love today? And we know that pisses off certain groups of people.
Fat phobia and ableism go hand in hand.
And then
This isn't it, but
the demure.
Yeah, get out of this. I don't want to. I hate
no,
these videos,
it's a
dude.
straight,
I hate
it's a
these
straight
fucking-
from Lizzo video, and she's like, you know what? I decided
just
to
cut
care
it.
about myself, and she's down like 100 pounds. She's still a big girl, which fine, whatever. She's still beautiful, but
But
she's
100
still,
pounds, dude,
but
is a
she
lot,
is
man.
healthier now than she was before.
100 pounds.
She
is
was
a
beautiful
lot.
at that pound, but she was
I
not.
like doing percentages more, anyways. you
She
know?
was honestly like she's a great. I've never met her. I have several friends who are like close with her. I've never met her. I don't want to talk bad about her. She sounds. I mean, anybody who I know, whether they're ugly or fat or whatever, I don't care. If
I
you
think
do
she's great.
if you do great, I'm happy for you.
The only thing I didn't
But
like about her is
if
when she
there's-
was like, "I didn't make my music for white girls. I made my music for fat black girls," and I was like, "Wait, what?" Like,
yeah, that's a whole
that's
thing.
super dumb to say out loud. But other than that, I think she's really great. I really love her music.
I think
she's a great
I think
musician.
I think
she's a
she
great
could,
singer.
I think she's got an opportunity right now.
I mean, I think she took advantage of that opportunity a while ago.
No, I think she's got another opportunity right now to like
Oh, I see what
really
you're
like
saying.
really like
Go to the
she
next
did
level.
embrace it. She got all of a sudden boom, who's Lizzo? Oh, this lady this
I
lady
see what you're
from
saying.
Minnesota. Whatever, cool. Took total advantage of it. And she got the hammer.
She's
got
not really
the,
from here though. She's actually from Houston.
I don't care. Everybody
She just
says
spent
she's
some
from
time here.
Minnesota.
Well, that's because we love to claim people.
Yeah, because the only thing we have is
love-
Prince and American Head Church.
Well, Bob Dylan,
Yeah,
Trampled by
you know who
Turtles.
doesn't know about Bob Dylan
Soul
anymore?
Asylum.
Anybody. And I don't and Soul Asylum, whatever.
I mean,
Trampled,
we've got a lot.
I've never even. I don't even. I couldn't
After
even
the
tell you.
Burial,
They're amazing.
we've got a lot. We
Dude,
still have a lot.
Lost in the Static. Fuck.
We still have a lot, dude.
Trent's girlfriend Holly is one of my really good friends, and I love Trent too. Yeah,
Dude, I got to get Trent on the podcast.
you should get Trent on the podcast. Trent's the shit. Trent's been really cool. Like I'm really good friends with Holly, and he's been really cool about me being friends with Holly. Like it's never been a weird thing, but you know sometimes it's like, oh,
Yeah, I'm not down with dudes being friends with my significant others.
I get that, but I am friends with Holly before I knew Trent, and I knew Trent other ways.
My theory
and-
is you can have one gay friend.
No, you can have a bunch of. I have a bunch of gay friends.
No, as a chick. But
Oh.
like, the
Oh.
more,
Not as- what about as a guy?
The
Huh? Come
more,
on. I mean, I have you.
the more.
No,
dudes,
I can
the more
right now
dudes
call
it-
out at least 4 friends of mine that are homosexual.
more- that's
that
not
I
what I'm
consider
saying.
very good friends
What
of
I'm
mine,
saying is
and I am
the more-
grateful that they understand
Kyle, that's not what I'm
me
saying. Kyle,
outside of
Kyle,
this
Kyle,
podcast and things
Kyle,
like. Nope,
homie.
I need to say this. No,
Bro,
I need
that's
to say
not
this.
what I'm saying.
I
You're
need to say
going down
this.
the wrong rabbit hole.
I need to say this on this
well,
podcast.
okay, but that's not what I'm saying.
I have
You're
several
doing a
gay
thing.
friends who I know love me, and I love them. And sometimes my words get misconstrued, but I love people who they are. I don't give a fuck what you do, or who you fuck,
we,
or who
we
you
all
what you
love
do.
gay people. That's not what we're talking about.
No, I love
what
my,
I'm
I love
saying
my
is-
friends Ryan, parent.
Oh my god,
Benji Brown.
Oh my god,
Matthew.
dude. What I'm saying is, the more dudes a chick hangs out with, the sketchier your relationship with that girl is.
Yeah, it depends on.
So
yes,
my
but depends
theory on. is this.
Take your glasses off. You look way smarter without glasses on.
My chick, right? My chick.
You're gayer.
My chick can have like one gay guy friend, and any more than that,
Can I be your
it's
girl's gay
kind of
friend?
weird. It's kind of weird.
No,
like,
it's not.
It's not a natural thing for your.
I get what you're
like,
saying.
My wife,
But it's
her
different
best
every-
friends.
every
my wife's
situation's
best
different.
friends. My wife's best friends
Yep.
should be women, and maybe she's got like.
I
And I'm not
agree.
talking about a gay cousin.
No, I know.
I'm not talking about family members.
No.
I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about like some random dude
I'm a
in
big
her life.
I'm a big proponent of
one gay guy.
No,
But
there's
no-
no,
No,
All right.
'cause
I'm
I'm convinced-
gonna harp on you hard right now.
Harp all you want,
Harp.
bro.
I'm gonna harp on you hard. I have several homosexual friends, and I fucking love them.
We're not talking
And
about gay people.
Yes, we are. We're talking about your girlfriend with a gay friend.
I'm saying you can have like what
Yes,
I'm really
but-
talking
but-
about is straight dudes. I'm really talking about straight dudes. I'm saying you can have like one gay friend. Like I
Well,
get
then,
that.
if you're
But,
talking about straight dudes, then
if
they
you
should
have
be
a bunch of straight dude friends, especially if you have more straight dude friends than you have girlfriends. There's something weird happening there.
Not always.
And that's not somebody who's usually going to end up in a long-term marriage.
Typically, yes.
No, I'll die on this
Typically,
motherfucking
yes.
hill, bro.
That's okay.
I know what
with
I'm
that.
talking about right now, dude.
Typically,
Like,
yes. But I
push
also...
as hard as you want. But just so you know, I am a mountain.
will get deeper.
I am the mountain,
I will get
bro.
deeper. No, so...
Go ahead. But just so you know.
She should be able to do whatever she wants. But obviously that then... You wrap your relationship around what she does. She also wraps her relationship around what you do.
Yeah. Guess how many chicks I hang out with?
You have one gay friend.
Guess how many chicks I hang out with?
Huh?
How many chicks do I hang out with?
I mean, Jeremy's a bitch.
0. Jamala. I got a bunch of bitch ass friends, but I don't hang out with any women. That's the point.
Greg Moody.
I actually have one lesbian friend. So no. Here's a perfect example. I
haven't seen any of them in like 4 years. They're gonna be like fuck Kyle.
I have one legitimate lesbian friend that I will like go to the bar and hang out with. Where it's like
I have several.
Case hit me up. I'm gonna go to the bar, and Kate and my wife is like, okay,
yeah,
right. But like, if suddenly I start developing 2, 3, 4 straight female friends,
nah,
and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with this random chick.
If done
wife.
properly,
no.
Yes.
There's no rational world where a married man is hanging out with single straight women.
Yes,
no,
there is.
There's not. No,
I'm not saying you
it's
should
not
do it
healthy.
all the time.
It's
Hey,
not healthy.
No. I'm not saying you should do it all the time.
Something's happening.
I'm saying if you are the good guy that you think you are, you will do it right. And it won't be a problem.
What I'm explaining to you, dude, is when I want to go hang out and I want to get rid of my wife, you know who I want to hang out with?
Kyle.
The boys.
Yeah, Kyle. And
like,
Kamala.
And
Jamala.
and when somebody's like, oh, can I bring my girlfriend? I'm literally like, fucking no, dude.
No.
Like, literally, for the love of God, no.
No.
Like, all I want to do is hang out with just dudes. Like,
sorry,
cool
Matt.
dudes.
Kyla can't come.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's not the homie.
That was a Burke reference.
That's not the homie. That's not the homie I'm thinking of. But no, but
I know
seriously,
he's probably been watching, being like, "What are you going to talk about me?"
No, but seriously, at the end of the day, it's like, no, I'm not gonna go hang out one-on-one with some single straight chick. Like that's just not.
Yes.
No, that's
but
weird.
we were talking about lesbian friends to start with.
Well, what I'm saying is I have one lesbian friend.
I have several.
Right? But you're also not in a committed relationship, dude. And that's what I'm
thank
getting
God,
at.
too.
And that's what I'm getting
These days, dude.
If you're single, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm talking about if you're in a committed relationship.
When you're single, do not do whatever the fuck you want.
If you're in a committed relationship with a chick and she has a bunch of straight male friends, all those dudes are trying to fuck your girlfriend.
I would say 69% of them, yes.
69%. Look at Murph over there. Looks like Gandalf.
I am.
This motherfucker looks like Gandalf.
Sir Ilan McClellan.
For real, though.
What are you looking at? What is that?
Oh, shit, it's 9:40. We got to wrap this up.
Oh, we got to wrap this up?
Oh, we got to... Dude, we've done 3 hours, dude.
Fuck. I wanted to leave the first hour.
Well, let's do this again. Let's do
2
this,
weeks?
Let's do this again in like 6 months.
No,
around January.
Let's do like a month. Let's do a surprise Kyle episode.
I'm booked through October already, into November.
Book Ben.
What?
Yeah.
Book Ben and
what?
Ben? Who's Ben?
Benjamin.
What?
You were gonna book Benjamin.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a multiple.
Yeah.
Let's have a threesome.
Yeah. He's
All right.
good. These two will get
plug
along.
your band.
Eon, Arson River, KS Drywall. I'm just me. Bye.
Love you guys. Follow me, Jared Singer Live. I got more shit happening with the Montoya Machine and the Rivalry Project. So,
and he wants me to be in his band, but I don't want to be in his band. So,
that's kind of accurate.
Just call it, dude.
We
Just
had
call
an
it. Just call
we
it.
had an opening.
They're
All right,
done.
we'll see you guys later.
Love
Love
you
you
all.
guys. Like, subscribe, so we can get